Hello and welcome to the land of Prova. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition homebrewed adventure, and today is a very, very, very special day. Today we start a brand new campaign with our brand new adventurers. We're going to be playing the Veil of Shadows, and I won't be giving any more information than that because today is session number 1. Having said that, I am Tom Tobar, I am the DM, and we're going to go around and say who we are and who we're playing this evening.
Hi, my name is Ben, and I will be playing Xanodar, the humid druid barbarian.
I am Ian, and I will be playing August, the tiefling warlock sorcerer.
I'm Thomas. I'll be playing Morgana, the druid of Circle of Spores druid.
I'm Eden. I'm playing Talia, the fallen ASMR paladin.
I'm Olivia. I am playing Pendleton, the Battlemaster fighter.
I'm Morgan. I'm playing Kashara, the barbarian.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much. So, we're going to be starting this evening in a very special place that you know from our one-shot that we played. It's called Silvercrest. Silvercrest is a oceanside town. Actually, let me go ahead and zoom in slightly. It's an oceanside town. It is part of the Azure Mount Kingdom. And it's a medium-sized town. Things kind of come and go, being that it's a port city. And so there's lots of trade to the south, that kind of thing. And so this is one of the major hubs of where a lot of goods and services come through is in Silvercrest. Because it is in Silvercrest and there's an adventuring guild that you are all part of, it is the Silvercrest Adventuring Guild that you are all a part of. As a matter of fact, your group specifically has been together for about 2.5 years at this point. You're well familiar with one another. And in this time period, you guys are actually returning from a very successful trip. Being that you are all very low-level adventurers at this point, you've been given low-level jobs to take care of. And this last job that you had to take care of is finding a thief. And so you end up grabbing a hold of this thief. You found him off, running through some of the other lands and things like that. And you grabbed a hold of him. You got him with all his stuff. You brought him back to Silvercrest. And you are now taking him into the Adventuring Guild location. And as you do, you walk in. Actually, I'm going to go and open the guild hall for you. You walk into the hall and... usually this hall is actually quite busy. There's lots of people running around, but for some reason there's not very many people here. There's only your group and another group that is kind of similar to you as far as level is concerned. However, they like to pride themselves in the fact that they're just so much better than you guys. They always get the better jobs. They always have the better things. And the leader of this group, his name is Valentine. And as soon as you start walking into this location, you see Valentine sitting back, drinking some small liqueur in his glass. He says it's fancy and millions of dollars worth, most likely, but it's probably just colored water at this point. This guy's just as poor as you guys. And so you see him as he sees you walking in, and he says, "Oh, I see the group has brought their fine bounty. And what is it that this one did? Steal the footman's jewels? Did he rob a horse? Did you bring back the shoes? His little wooden shoes? What is it that this one did? Anything special? Anything at all? No?
What level in the adventuring guild is he?
So you are all level 3 players, but you're all level 1 adventurers in this guild. He's actually just made it to level 2. And he kind of just pokes his little badge out for you to see, kind of puts it on display for you, like, oh, look, oh, I'm quite your superiors here in front of you.
I will kill your entire family.
Hamilton, take a breath. Let me at him. My hair starts rising up on the back of my neck.
Yeah, he's the kind of human that you really just don't care for. He is the exact one, but through many talkings through with your group, you can't kill him, even though it would make everybody happier.
What did our thief steal?
He actually did steal some pearls from some... It wasn't even like a noble or anything. It was just like someone in town that they called the adventuring guild, like, hey, I can pay 3 gold if you send this group out to go and get these pearls back. And you brought them back, and you brought back the robber and the thief, who really is only like a teenager who really just shouldn't have been doing what he was doing. So you're bringing in this scrawny kid and more like a bag of pearls, and so he's completely right. You guys have
That was a
nothing.
job that took 6 people.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel real good about myself right now.
It paid 3 gold. It paid our travel expenses.
You know what?
Yeah.
At least we're working. What's Valentine doing?
Good point.
Mhm.
Getting better job.
Yes, he did steal pearls.
Oh, yes. Well, one can only expect this from level 1 adventures.
Oh my god.
But don't worry. Don't worry. I'm sure after years and years and years of extra work, you might be able to gaze upon my level 2.
Well, that's completely that's nonsense. I mean, people usually go up pretty quickly, right?
Yes. Yes.
Why
Keep
don't
telling
you
yourself
prove
that.
your superiority?
It makes you feel better.
Do we
yes,
know anything about
absolutely.
Valentine, like where he comes from?
Let's do a history check to see what you've dug up on him, because
Yeah.
he's probably annoyed all of you guys enough that you probably
Natural
would've
20.
thought- Natural 20.
I hate this.
I got 18, whatever.
But is it a natural?
No, it's
Anybody else? Anybody else can beat
Head of
it?
17.
17s?
What are we checking?
History.
History.
History. No.
Oh no.
Truly is.
So the two of you would
I
actually
don't
know this. I don't know if you've shared this with everybody else yet, but you found out that he actually comes from money. So his swords, his belts, his clothes, they're all money. He wants to be an adventurer because of the girls that he can get, because he's an adventurer. As a matter of fact,
I hate this guy.
Ian found out, Ian's character figured out that he actually did his adventuring crew, they don't like him. But in addition to that, he didn't do anything to earn it. Like, his dad paid for them to make him a level 2 adventurer. He's had, like, personal trainers of great masters, but for whatever reason, it hasn't really taken.
Special.
Mostly because he's not interested in becoming a grand adventurer. He's interested in running around and making people think he's amazing and spectacular.
Hey, Valentine, why don't you shut your pretty little mouth and go back to Mommy for some more cash? Oh, I'm sorry. Daddy for some more cash.
Oh, so
Just
quick
reach
in the
over and
morning.
fist bump
Better
you.
yet, why not prove your superiority? And he draws a sword.
Whoa, wait, yo! What? We got a job to do. We're not
I'm gonna
done.
back you up.
How much I would
Hands already
love to partake in this lovely duel. I'm
His
sure
sword
it would be
glows.
fantastic.
His sword glows.
Starts like
I obviously
crackling.
I will
have a
fight
new
you here
job
now.
that I need to be going and taking care of very soon. As soon as my crew arrives, we'll be off and taking care
Crew.
of this new and amazing. I can't waste my time.
What's the job? Is it licking Daddy's boots?
So funny, so funny. Oh, you jest. Well, I have no more time for this. I must go get something to eat before.
It is.
And you can see he's kind of like he's not making eye contact. His eyes are all up. His
I'm
chin is up.
gonna
He's like, whatever.
step 5 feet forward towards him.
And he just kind of walks just slantly
How tall is
around
he?
you.
Ratatouille.
He's
to the
only
dark.
like 5'9".
Hey, Valentine, why don't you look up to us when you're talking to us? Have some respect.
Well, you see, I'm the one with the level 2 here. And
I'm sorry, did you earn
guys
that or did you buy it?
Daddy's
have
late.
earned it. Didn't you hear about my grand fight with the great worm himself
More
from the
like
mountains?
your grand fight with your daddy's purse.
Ooh.
I'm leaving. And so he just kind of walks and kind of storms out.
She's gonna hiss at him as he walks
As he approaches the door, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to slam it into his face.
While this is happening,
Right,
like, we still have the teenager in the pearls, right? So, Morgana, having no longer interested in this conversation, is going to just go in and collect our reward.
Excellent. So the guy that is the runner of this guild, his name is Arliss Flameheart. He's actually a dragonborn. He's actually like a very older, retired adventurer himself. Took an arrow to the knee. Never recovered.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can't recover after that one. Means he got married. I just learned that
Yes.
like a week ago.
Yes.
But anyways, yes. So he's happily married. He just wants to be here, helping young adventurers. And so you come in, and he's sitting actually in the nice golden room right there in the middle of the 3 rooms. And he sees you walking in and he says, "Oh, good. Fantastic. I'm so glad to see that you have apprehended the thief. It went easily, yes?"
Yeah, wasn't too much trouble.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
I hear there's the reward to be collected here.
Yes. The lady brought some money, and we'll take him and put him into custody with the crown. Here's your reward, and here's a little extra. She couldn't pay too much, so we'll fill in the difference for you. He's a really nice guy. You've all come to love him. He tries to give you, jobs that are within your guys' realm as far as your abilities and things. And you can sense that he wants to give you more and bigger jobs, but he's just a little worried. He wants to make sure that he's like an overprotective dad. Kind of a character.
I'm ready for bigger jobs, Dad.
Yeah.
Okay, Dad.
I can do it myself. But he's like, yes. So we'll take him from here, and he goes and grabs some manacles, basically, and kind of places on him and puts him into the corner. I'll take him to the castle a little later on. But yes, go ahead and relax and get some rest, get some food. Remember, you're welcome to stay in the lodge here if you so need so. But I know you know someone in town that you spent. Oh yes, Graham. And her name is actually it's your grandmother, and it's Graham. Grisha. Tabaxi also. She is like a second or third or first mother for most of you guys. So she's always really kind to you guys, even though some of you are lean towards the human-esque. You're there taking care of her lovely granddaughter, and therefore you're part of her family. You're part of her brood, as it were. So yes. So go ahead and enjoy, spend your money, relax. We'll have something come along in the Adventuring Guild sooner or later. And don't let Valentine get to you. I'm glad you guys
He's gotten to me.
showed some restraint with him. His father does help us with some of the expenses here, so
Real quick,
we all must do what we must.
who's going to be treasurer?
I volunteer Pendleton.
No. I know that decision.
I knew that was coming.
Volunteer's tribute.
Talia doesn't care about money and wouldn't spend it on herself, if that matters. So she
But
could
what's the
withhold that.
likelihood of you giving away our money?
That's a fair point that you make there.
Listen, Pendleton loves money and loves having it on her person.
I like the
Also,
idea
like Pendleton likes
of
to
Xanador.
buy things
He
like
did
boats.
Good the last time.
No. Pendleton is
Morgana also doesn't care about money, or the fingers that may dive into her purse to steal it as well. So
I like Morgana for it, because also Morgana's very straightforward, and I feel like if something happened, she'd tell us about it.
That is true.
I do
Yeah.
like it, yeah.
Yep.
so I'm
Sounds
I
like
trust
Morgana
Morgana
is
with
your
it.
treasurer.
Pendleton's in the corner
I'll
like
be your
kicking
treasurer.
rocks.
I'll be your
Rock.
treasurer.
want the money.
How much did we get from this venture?
So you got 3 gold from the actual lady who sent you on this quest, and
Some nonsense.
Arliss gave you an additional 2 for doing a good job. You can tell that the Adventuring Guild is actually not going to be making any money on this. It's mostly just for
Shiggles and gets.
trying to make the guild a little bit more profitable and that kind of thing. So you guys don't actually see a lot of really great grand things. Most people go to the capital city of Azure to do most of their big things. That's where all the big people live. The king, of course, is there, and all the other adventuring guilds. And so you guys have your money. You have some time. You have some days off. Nothing in the books as of yet. What do you guys want to do with your free time?
I suggest that we kill Valentine.
I
I
agree.
veto that again. I don't think. No.
What
no,
if
he's
we
a
just
spoiled brat.
sabotage his mission? We don't kill him, we take the mission.
Do we know where he sleeps? Do we know where he sleeps? It's crazy.
Yes, actually, he sleeps here in the adventuring hall.
You
Which
said he
room
was.
is his?
You said he was like a kid, right?
He's actually your guys' age. Actually, considering he might actually be like a year or 2 younger than some of you, you would
I
guess.
feel like our
But he's
ages are
like
kinda
scrawny.
Yeah, he fancies himself as more of a swashbuckler,
Oh my
to the heart kind of a guy. I mean, with a name like Valentine. Actually, you're not actually even sure his name is really truly Valentine. That just seems like something he made up.
It's probably
Something
something
he
like
made up.
Craig.
Yeah, it's probably Steven.
Steven?
But he calls himself much more romantic. So yeah, you know which room is his. His room is actually the largest room in this establishment. It used to be Arliss's room, and then he had to give it up to give to.
Well, now I'm just mad
What
for
the
other
Yes.
reasons.
hell is this?
Give my dad his phone back.
Tomfoolery.
Is he human? He is human, you said?
Oh yes, he's
so
very
I
human.
really hate him.
Yes, yes.
Must
Burning
I
passion.
remind the group that Valentine is but just an immature being?
Me
Killing
too,
him
but
would
still.
offer no benefit.
Can I just ransack his room a little bit, please?
I'm not your master.
Are you gonna go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wash my hands.
I really want his mission though. I want to go sabotage the
That's kind
mission
of what
so
I
we
was
can go
thinking.
level up and take that
Prove
mission.
our worth to Arlo.
We ransack his mansion.
So Valentine failed totally naturally
Well,
on
maybe-
his own.
Maybe
He's probably got some
ransacking
cool
his
stuff.
room will give
I
us
bet
some
he
clues.
has cool stuff in his purse too.
I bet he's got some expensive items that I can take and then take from his room and then take to the pawn shop because we're all broke as hell.
We're broke as hell.
Our treasurer sucks.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
What did I do?
No. I did nothing wrong.
You're not
5 minutes.
treasuring.
You're not treasuring.
She has no concept
our
of what the word
investments? What are you
treasurer
doing?
I have 23 gold.
Are we gonna split the party 20 minutes into this campaign?
You're my
Alright,
life, man.
This feels like the safest place to do that. So if we're gonna do it, let's get
That's
it out now.
I think we should ransack his room to get clues on like what he's doing, what his plan is, and then ransack his mission
Yeah,
as
I
well.
feel like he's like
Best of both
he's-
worlds.
So until an adventuring group takes a job, they're actually on a board down here
Oh.
at this thing. So you can actually see what job he's going to take and read all about it.
Well, there goes my plan.
Because he can't take it until all of his party shows up.
He just crosses me.
So are you going to go up to his room?
If
He's all
you
dips.
guys want to go to his room, I can go talk to him and distract him while he's.
Yeah.
Well, he's outside.
Oh, he's
Well,
outside and we
gone.
left? Oh, okay, I
If-
thought he was
if-
lingering.
If he has to wait for the rest of his party, it kind of just sounds like if we ask for it now, we'll just get it. Because first come, first serve, right?
It is a
That
level
is-
2 mission.
Are there level requirements on missions? Like, do you have to
Yes.
It's
Well,
this
we could
requirement
always-
on
he-
this mission?
He doesn't
You can
want
go and
us
look.
to take higher missions, but he also
You're going to go and look?
doesn't.
Yeah, I think we
Real quick.
could beg
I'm
Arthur
sure
to
we
be like,
could persuade
we
him.
could do it.
And
there's
a
someone
level
here
2
that has a high crew.
mission. You have to be a level 2 adventuring party in order to go on this specific mission. As you read about it, it actually says that there was an earthquake that happened about like 2 days ago. And actually in your whole area, like even when you were picking up this guy, you guys felt the earthquake. And it's very odd that it would actually happen. Earthquakes are very, very rare in this portion of the world. And so there's always been talk about like what happened, what's going on, is it the gods and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people outside praying a lot outside. But it just happened real quick and that was the end of it.
As in, like,
Apparently there is a
Like, are you-
seacoast island that cracked just south of where you guys are at. Actually, I'll show you where the map is
Not
at.
in this society, no.
So down here in Foam Crest, this little island is mostly meant for mostly like fishing and things like that. They're just fishers. The mountain cracked, and because of that, they're one of like the scholars from Azure believes that there might be a way to get into the mountain and find a long lost tomb that he believes is somewhere on one of these islands. And so he's actually hired a few different groups to go to specific islands to go and check out and see if they can find this tomb. So that's what the job is. Go out there, search through the mountains, these cracks, the fissures and stuff that these have happened. See if you can bring back any kind of writings or artifacts. Specifically writings is what they're asking for. And it actually is a 15 gold job, which is almost twice as much as your best gig you ever done.
What happens if we just go and do a mission and then come back and say, hey, we did it, here's the proof?
You have heard of other people, like other groups doing that and getting promotions to those levels because you obviously completed it. Therefore, you are able to do it. However, it's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission, because if you you ask, Arliss is going to make sure you guys don't do it, and you're going to get in trouble and maybe banned for a while if you're not succeeding. If you succeed, everything's great. If you fail and like your members are lost, you lose your license and you can't be a part of the guild anymore.
So hear me out. Not only do we do the mission, but we sabotage them to give us. So it's an island. They got to get on a boat to get to the island. We figure out what their boat is.
Oh, it's the
It's already
Valentine.
like pulling pins.
Oh, naturally.
I feel like with your time as a deckhand, you should know how to sabotage a boat.
Pendleton's already like looking and like pulling out like the push pins. Guys, I have an idea.
All right, so what do you guys want to do? You guys want to...
I mean,
So, oh sorry.
no, please go ahead.
So this job is looking for these writings. Like that's it.
Yeah, it's specific though. It says they're looking, because they're scholars that are looking for this. They don't just need artifacts or pictures. They need writing. They want to have more written text of stuff. Concrete.
I go over to the guildmaster.
Okay.
I've noticed the job on the board.
As you walk in, you can actually hear him having like a fatherly talk to the robber. It's like, now you know you shouldn't have done this.
Aww.
There's nothing that I can do. I'll talk to the king and see what I can do, but you really should not have done this. I don't care if, bad times. If you needed money, you could have come, to people that are around. You could have come here and done some work. He was being fatherly, and he sees you come in. Ah, yes. What can I do for you, Morgana?
I see the job on the board over there.
Yes.
It seems quite simple.
It is quite simple, but it's a level 2. And you guys have proven yourselves quite a bit, but I'm not quite sure. I mean, there is some danger. I mean, we're talking about, caverns and rock falls, and I feel a little bit better if you had someone there that could maybe do some magic to at least stop a rock fall or a cave-in. I would hate to lose you in a mountain. That would just be terrible.
I mean,
It's
I
just
can
like-
do that.
Yeah. Minotaur's got this. I'm a
Have
goblin.
that spell.
We're like made to live in caves.
That's my specialty.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, I've never seen you do things like this. Believe me, I'll tell you what. Let me think on it. And Valentine said that he was going to take the mission.
Valentine's a fool.
That as it may. And he kind of looks around before he says anything. That's true, but it's also an easy mission for someone of a level 2 to go and do as well. If he were to die on a mission, I think I would not only lose my post, I'd probably lose my head. I'll tell you what.
All the more reason to give it to us.
Let me think about it. Give me an hour. Give me 2 hours, and I'll think about it. Maybe I will allow you guys to take this mission.
Too late. We're already going to be on a boat.
It's the gas!
You said 2 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours.
How long have we been away on our little mission?
About a week or so.
Okay, I would like to go say hi to Graham.
Find it.
Excellent. Is anybody else gonna go?
I'll go see Graham.
I want to go.
I need to get some wholesome before he
Everybody
Valentine's
here
Day.
loves Graham Gunn. That is all in your backstories. You love her
You
immensely.
don't get a choice.
She
You
is
love
the
her.
most amazing person that you know.
She is.
Especially because she hates all of your enemies and loves you immensely. Without
Perfect friend.
As
remorse.
soon as you mention going to see Graham, Pendleton just starts vibrating.
I'm instantly like taking in your energy and like reciprocating. Like,
Oh boy.
I'm like, yeah! She's already wearing a scarf that Graham knitted. It is summer.
All right, so you guys start taking off,
Yeah.
heading over to Graham's. And as you start getting up to the door that you're usually used to seeing and things, you notice there's a lot of people standing outside of Graham's house.
where's my Graham?
And they see you, and they just all have this look of somewhat shame, somewhat shock, somewhat condolences all at once,
What happened?
which does not instill hope or joy in your hearts. So you run upstairs
Yeah.
to Graham
I'm
Graham's.
like pushing people out of the way. Where's my Graham?
And like even like that whole little area, like the walkways, the little hallways and things, it's kind of she lives almost like in an apartment, almost an idea. And so you run up the hallways, people are in the way, and you kind of push them out of the way. And as you get up to her room, you realize Graham is in her bed. There's people in the room with her. There's a lady you've never seen before, a young boy who looks like he is seeing death, like he is just white as a sheet, sitting very still. You've never seen a kid that young sit so still in your life, and he's sitting next to the bed and just sweating profusely. And everybody in the room is just trying to, like, they're kind of whispering and talking back and forth with one another. And Graham sees you, and she looks up at you, and you see that she has burns on her.
Graham.
Who hurt Grandma?
Down on her right side, there's some burns, and you see that there's like a healer, and he's kind of healing and trying to mend her up. And the mother stands up, and then she forces the kid to stand up too and like address you. We're so sorry.
What happened to my Graham?
And then Graham looks at you. It's okay. It's okay, darling. It's all right. It was an accident. No one expected it to happen.
What happened? What?
And the mom is the one who responds. She says, it was an accident. They were unloading some cargo from the ships onto the dock, and my son, he said he ran out, and he thought his dad was on that boat coming home, and he got in the way, and they dropped the shipment from the ropes, and he would have died, but your Graham pushed him out of the way, and she got out of the way of the cargo as it hit the ground, but they were carrying the poisons for the fields, and it's not diluted, it's the potent stuff, and so it crashed and broke and splashed on her, and now she's sick, and we're pulling together as much money as we can, and we've almost got enough. We're just a little short. We just need to get a little bit more. We should be able to. We should do it, and we're really so sorry. We're
You
ever
can
so
tell
sorry.
she's just like trying really, really, really hard not to just go crazy on this child because she knows it's a child, but she's so angry that like her fur's fluffing up, and she's like, okay. And then she goes over to her Graham and just gives her a big hug. Graham, are you okay? Tell me, how are you feeling? How is everything?
Dear, I'm doing just fine. But even without an insight check, you can tell she's not doing just fine.
Yeah.
She is a strong old lady, and she's really good about holding back pain and things like that. But even now, you can see that she's kind of struggling. They're gonna do their best, honey.
What can I do? What?
How much money
Xamadar
do
would
you
like
How much?
to cast Healing Word.
Excellent. So you start casting some healing words on her, and you start realizing that her hit points is not necessarily what's doing it. It's
So she's poisoned.
it's all this poison and everything
Oh,
that's going
yeah.
through her systems, and because it's so potent, they need some extremely high level magic to come in and to take care of it.
She's gonna lose it and be like, get out of here, get, like chase everyone out that is in there just so that she can be with her people and Graham.
And the mom kind of grabs the child, and everybody kind of leaves the room and stuff, and the little boy runs up to you. He's only like 6.
She's still gonna hiss at him.
And so he kind of stops, and he goes and he just hugs Pendleton because that's the only one who can get
Pendleton's
next to
like,
you. And he grabs a hold of you, and he says, "Oh, sorry," and he runs outside
She
the door
like
too.
pats him on the head, but she's like disgusted.
So now you're all alone. It's going to cost an additional 50 gold right now in order to pay for someone to come down and take care of it. It's like the teleportation fees and.
Do we have any
all that kind
idea
of
how
stuff.
much time she has left, given how?
So you ask that of her, and she says, "The doctors say I can hold on for a while, but I'm just going to be in pain until it happens." The worst of the sickness is gone. It's just, will I be able to use my right hand again?
I would like to suggest that we go trash Valentine's room, take his stuff,
Take his money.
sell it, fix Gram, everyone is happy. Fuck Valentine. Protect Gram at all costs.
Noble
I'm
people
not-
usually have bounties on their head too, if you look hard enough.
If they had a bounty,
Someone wants that data, I'm telling you right now.
It's me. I have the hit out on
Wait,
Valentine.
Wait, do you actually have a bounty on your head?
No, I
Oh.
put the hit out on
On
Valentine.
Oh.
But also probably.
I am a bounty hunter, so I would know.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. His family is actually very respected and loved. I mean, they're really great rulers. They just have a really shitty son.
Spoiled brat.
Do we know which family he comes from?
Yes, he's actually from one of the Duke's families of, not this specific area, but of a neighboring area. Actually, I
Son
can
of a
probably show
Duke.
it to you guys.
Oh, Duke.
Ravenwood over here on the left-hand side, that's his family, is from Ravenwood.
Would my family know his family?
No, because you're actually from a different kingdom.
I figured, but I wanted to see. Whatever we do, I do want to, before we leave, I want to put 5 points of my lay on hands into Gram to maybe not cure her entirely because it seems pretty severe, but try and take some of the pain away from the poison.
And you see her kind of take it like a deep breath, like there's some relief, like she can actually take a full breath this time. She says, "Thank you, dear. That does a great deal. I'm very, very tired. I need some rest."
I'm at tears at this point, and I'm just hugging her, and I'm just like, I don't care what we do. She is my last remaining blood of my clan. Whatever it takes to get her better, I'm in for. What do you got?
Are we all here?
At this point, yeah, you would have known where you guys, because you always go to Grands after you go to a mission. So yeah, you guys would all
Say
come
hi to
in.
Grandma. Let her know we're back in
Go to
town.
Grandma's
The
house.
boys are
Yeah.
back.
I have one healing spell.
I don't like
Air quotes.
We won't be burying her. That's not to say she won't be dead.
We're not necromancing Grandma.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Actually, it wouldn't be. It would heal her, but also kill everyone else in the room.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
a
think Gran would
risk.
approve.
No. I think the best course of action is to take this job on this island and go get some money and do what we can to support in an ethical sort of way.
That's if the guildmaster allows us to take the job. I already talked to him. He thinks we're too low of rank.
We could have just taken the job had you not talked to him.
I mean, that's still an option.
But we would
We
have
know that, right?
I'm still
potentially
holding
lost
two of
our
the push
license.
Unfortunately, given my position, I'm not one to risk losing my ability to make my only income because you are impatient.
Oh.
I can talk to him.
My actual feeling.
In-game.
You offended Olivia.
Get out!
Me and my character are upset with you.
Pendleton just looks like a kicked puppy. The ugliest little puppy you can imagine, and she's just gonna go stand by his enemy.
I
just
can
tapped.
talk to him. I can see if I can persuade him into giving us this opportunity because I think we're perfectly capable of this. I just think it would be better to not run off and risk losing our only positions of income because I don't think much of us have much to go back to.
I can always go be a pirate. I don't know what you people are talking about.
Okay, so you have a backup plan. I don't.
I'll teach you the pirating.
That's totally gonna work, yes.
Yeah!
See, I don't do water.
I don't do water.
Tally's got a
I
point.
forgot I fucked up my wrist. That's not your fault at all.
Sorry.
This job is really gonna suck for you.
Let me talk to him. Let me see
I
if
can deal, but I
persuade
wouldn't want to
him.
make a life out of it.
Just
That's fair.
everybody, don't kill each other. Don't kill Valentine. just behave for 10 minutes, okay? Is that
No.
something we're capable of?
Pendleton.
10 minutes?
Let's go sabotage the boat.
Oh my god. I don't hear this. I don't see this. It's not my business. I'm not your mother.
I'll
You've got some
accompany
angry
you.
feelings to take out. You go too.
Okay.
I do.
Let's go.
I'll go.
Xander Pendleton adventure yet again.
There's
All right,
three
so
of us
you're-
this
We're
time.
gonna go talk
Things
to
went so
Arliss.
well in the
Sorry,
basement
just
last
We're gonna go
time.
talk to Arliss.
Okay, so you guys head back to Arliss. You two head to the boat.
Us three.
The three.
To the Valentine.
The Valentine.
The
Where's
Valentine.
August going?
Disgusting.
We're gonna go
Yes.
Uh,
Oh yes.
he
And
doesn't
it's
really
just as
care
ugly as you're
about-
imagining.
Petty sabotage. If he's gonna kill Valentine, he's just gonna kill him. So he's gonna go with you guys.
Okay. Okay. I
Or
feel
else
better
he might
about
kill
that. See my-
all
So
about
we'll go
the
with you three
pettiness.
first. Yeah, you get in there and he's still talking to the thief boy, and he's like,
Yeah,
almost
it's a
got
long
like,
lecture.
I swear, sir, I'll do better, and this and that, and he's like, almost got this guy like, converted into an adventurer at this point, right? He says, yeah, you're gonna do your time, but then you're gonna come back to me now, right? Yes, sir, I definitely will, and thank you so much. I'm so glad you're giving me another chance, and so yeah, they're talking. He sees you come back in and says, now it hasn't been an hour yet. It's only been what 20, 30 minutes.
He looked at
First
his watch.
off, you said 2 hours.
Yes.
That makes it any better.
You still have some time on the clock.
August is sitting at a table in the lobby,
I-
sharpening his sword.
Sadly, I am restrained by this 2 hours, but she's not.
She's not. This has become increasingly urgent. Does he know about Graham? Are they familiar with each other?
Yeah,
Okay.
he would have known.
Graham has been injured, and she desperately needs a healer, and we are in a now desperate position for some money. And I know that this is maybe not easy for you to let us go, but I believe that we are capable of doing a job like this between all of us, and it's become important.
Oh, Graham. Yes, I understand. Yes. Let me think what I can do. At this point, you can actually hear Valentine coming into the building. And he walks in, and you hear him. August would see him actually walking with the rest of his crew. Now he is a level 2 adventurer, and all of his comrades are level 2. None of the other guys are level 2. They're all very well paid, strong adventurers.
So they're higher, but he's dragging them behind.
They do all the work,
Yeah,
and he
they
takes
do all the work.
credit.
He gets all the
Yeah.
glory.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he doesn't. They don't even have names as far as you guys are concerned, because they don't talk. They're just pissed off that they got to go run around and do babysitting duty. And so so he walks in, obviously. Oh yes, we're about to go off on our grand adventure, and
The entire building shakes as he kind of just sheathes his sword, looking at him.
and for a moment you see him kind of like grab a hold of one of the guys behind him. He's like, another earthquake. They said they wouldn't be. Oh, it's you again. Yes, very funny. Haha. Yes, we jest. Now let us go get our new assignment, and we'll be on our way. Thank you very much. And he starts heading over to the board, and you hear Arliss from the other room, and he yells out, Valentine, something really important's just come up. I need you to go on this right away. It's actually a level 3 that is extremely important. But I can't tell you about it now. He's looking at the two of you like,
I didn't hear about this level 3 mission. What is it?
because you are a level 1 mission, and this is obviously way too hard for someone of your stature. Only Valentine
Oh dear.
can do this. Valentine, tell you, here's some gold. Valentine, take you and your crew out to some drinks, and we'll discuss. I'll get the final details. I think it's going to be quite a great heroic journey for you, Valentine. Thank you for your time. And so Valentine's, oh yes, they think obviously they've seen my talents.
Well, naturally, how can
I
you
will,
miss it? Please
yes.
go somewhere else.
Gentlemen, we go out and we go party until this arrangements can be taken care of. And he kind of waltzes out. Fine.
I would also like to be paid up front.
Oh,
I don't even know where I'm sending Valentine yet. And it's coming out of my pocket. There's no adventure. I'm going to have to make something up in a couple of hours.
Just tell him that it. No,
A diplomatic, you're not here.
Make something.
A diplomatic mission. That's easy. Just send a letter,
Yes.
and then I'll
Courier
got him
job.
taken care of, and it's very, very important. Just going to
can't
stop a
fuck
world
that
war
up.
or something.
Does he make up all the jobs on this boat?
I don't think we should question that. We should be paid, right?
Before he gets back, go and grab the bounty, grab the job from the board. It's
I think Pendleton
yours.
has it in her pocket.
Yeah, it's been gone from.
And go ahead and use the guild's boat as well. The Grand Adventure is the name of this boat. Go ahead and take the boat. There's some people who know how to sail on your crew. Yes.
Yes.
One of them at least has.
Yes.
I believe the
we'll be
goblin.
fine. I believe the short one.
The goblin who eternally lives in a tricorn hat.
Yes. Yes. So you should be taken care of. I'll send 2 of the regulars who run the ship with you. You should be fine, at least to get this foam crest. Just do me a favor. Please come back safe. I worry about you, and there's worse things in the world than getting an arrow to the knee. And I'll go see Gran myself and see what I can do to support them there. But you need to leave soon.
Yes.
From what I understand, people all over are going to any places they can find. You won't necessarily be the only ones, but if you're the first to come back with writings, some kind of evidence, it doesn't even matter what god it is, just anything that's new, that's from these temples, there's a bigger reward for that. So I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
And he hands it to you, gives you a quick little note to give to the sea people, and you're on your way. For the 3 of you,
To the docks!
I have
you
lit
find
the boat on
yourself
fire.
standing at the most just gaudy boat you have ever seen in your entire life. You're actually kind of surprised. It's like it must be a thing of magic. The thing doesn't just sink, right? It just looks just gold here, and like you even look at the figurehead, and it's just him.
I hate him.
I'm just imagining
Pointing.
the copier scene from Office Space. Like, that's just like what she's wanting to do to this boat right now. It's just like hit it with a bat and stomp on it. Like,
Pendleton just has like a look of pure disgust. Like, what have you done to this beautiful vessel?
Yeah. Not built for speed. Not built for anything.
It looks like what we wish our party barge had looked like in Alaska.
Yes. And it's quite big. And there's people kind of running around on it, and they're not going anywhere.
steal the figure.
You get the impression that these sailors probably haven't been to sea for a long time. It's just there when he desires to go
It's his
to
yacht.
sail.
Sorry, the orc that's
That's
really
right, it's his
like a
yacht.
boat.
That's right.
Ye old timey yacht.
Old-timey yacht, the Valentine.
I just want to take my axe and just like.
Are there like lettering of like the name?
Oh yeah, it's on the back side.
I'm gonna steal the V.
We're stealing me.
The Allentine.
The Allentine.
So you start defacing the place. Are you doing this loudly? An axe is
Oh,
kinda
I'm doing it loud. I'm doing it blatantly. Yes.
Okay. And so you see some of the crew, and they kind of come over and they're looking at you guys as you're like ripping off the V. Over there, like with an axe on the side.
Pendleton's just
What are you doing, by the way?
I'm gonna turn into a rat, and then I'm just gonna run onto the boat
Yes.
and go into the captain's quarters and see what I can find.
Ooh,
Hope on his bed,
do an
hope on his bed.
investigation. And so while you're doing that,
Is he here?
the crew is looking at you guys, and you see them start running forward, and like a guy kind of grabs them and so pulls them back. And is like,
What?
What are you gonna do?
Come on!
I'm like holding a huge V. Like, what are you gonna do?
Come at me! Come on!
if you go a little to the left, you can sink it better.
Intelligence.
Pendleton just like takes
Oh.
a step
Excellent, right there.
and
Hit.
starts hitting the boat with the V.
And you see it starts making a different noise, and he's like, "That's the one."
You guys really
That's
hate douchebag McGee, don't you?
No, he is our liege. He is our savior. He is all those wonderful
It's
things.
okay, he's not here.
He's total douche.
What is there?
Hate that
What
shit.
is the most valuable item on this ship? And can I have it?
The most valuable items are all the things that have his face on them. I don't suggest you take any of them.
I don't want
They're
any of
all
them. Sorry.
horrific.
What if I smash one in?
But if this boat should sink, we can get off of it.
Gotcha, Bill.
You just see like Pendleton strike a match.
And you see them all, gentlemen, we go ashore. As they all start walking off, they're all whistling a happy tune, and like, yeah, here you go.
So I rolled a 15 for investigation.
You found that there's lots of stuff in here. I mean, you walk into this room that's this captain's quarters, and it's just as horrible as you would imagine it would be. Just velvet stuff everywhere. A really, really, really large plush bed.
Okay.
That just seems horrific. And then you start rummaging around, and you end up finding a little bag off to the side. The bag is filled with another 15 gold.
Oh! King's at a door.
And so you just snatch it, and
I would also like to look for an obnoxious pirate hat. Is there some kind of tri-corner hat in this room?
you have to make a decision between them. There's a wall just filled with obnoxious pirate hats.
I'm going to take 3.
You
Okay.
should just
One for each.
You can
just
only
whistle for
carry
Pendleton
2
at this point.
due to the size and the plumage.
Okay. So I'm going to have one on my head,
There you
another
go.
one in my hand, and I'm going to be like, hey, look what I found!
You actually have to turn sideways to get through the door.
She
That's how
like
big
takes
and
the one
obnoxious
that's on
this
her head
thing
and
is.
just throws it into the ocean.
Doesn't sink, just floats.
And she's like,
So yeah, you have officially wrecked his boat enough where it will. If you're setting it on fire, he's not going to be able to join you, and he probably won't even know because he's going by land. So
Come back 5 months later and be like, where'd my boat go?
how is he going by land to an ocean place?
He doesn't know
he's
that.
not.
way.
He's going
Oh,
on a
shit,
diplomatic
yeah.
He's
mission
going on a
somewhere
mission.
far away.
No, we don't know that.
Isn't that going to be a bummer when he gets home?
Oh man. So yes. So yeah, you've officially wrecked his boat.
Guys,
and
let's go
stolen
tell them
his
the good
hat.
news. We can go steal the mission now. Let's go. Let's go.
I feel like they're going to like know when I walk in.
Start
We're
skipping. Start skipping back. Joining arms. Yay.
with my jewel encrusted pirate hat.
At this point, you guys are meeting and coming the opposite direction. You guys meet about halfway, and you guys meet each other.
Good news. Good news. Good news.
There's
With
just
the
flames
hat.
in the background.
Yes, that's the whole thing on the back is on fire.
Before you
Tell me you
continue,
didn't. Tell me you didn't. Tell me.
Oh, I did.
Talia, I got you something though. He hands her the extra hat.
before we continue this,
pirate, buddy.
before we continue
She could
this,
be
we must
pirate.
say that we're kind of in a hurry at the moment. We managed to get that job.
We secured the job.
Yeah, we took care of it.
And we took care of
we
Valentine.
got the job. Like,
Yeah.
legitimately, it's been given to us.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Do you mean I didn't have to steal this?
No, you didn't have to, but good for you.
You now have a V in your inventory.
I was talking about like the poster for it.
You know that V could come in handy someday. You never know.
That's right.
Well, I think it's like the most like Willy Wonka-esque video you've ever seen.
So the job has been given to us, and we were told to be swift. So we've been given a boat and a small crew, and with your expertise and your help, we can get to
Pendleton at
phone
your service,
press.
boys.
Let's just go before anybody else gets there.
Excellent. So you guys make your way to the boats?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tally ho.
You get to the Grand Adventure, and you start sailing off. The crew is, they're all adventurers like you guys, although this crew is specific just to take adventures to places that they can't get to with their own. It's not a very big boat, but this is the Grand Adventure.
Ooh. That's a pretty big boat.
It's a nice boat. It goes pretty quick. It's meant for speed, not for a lot of combat and things. So it does have some cannons and things on there. It's an older boat. It's got some creeks and some places where paint is peeling up. But all in all, it's a thing that you guys all love. It's a thing that has a lot of heart and soul in it. And so you all jump on the boat and you guys take off. As you're taking off, the other sailors and things are asking you questions like, "Where are you guys going? What are you guys going to go and do?" and things like that. So, you guys have conversations with them. It's going to take like 2 days to get there.
We're going off to find ancient scriptures and books and things from these ancient towers.
Why are you just telling people our business, man?
It's not a secret.
I mean,
It's a
they're from the
publicly posted
guild.
job.
I mean, true,
like-
but like, that's a bad habit. But as somebody with a big mouth,
I admire your honesty. Please continue.
well,
So yeah, they've had a lot of crews out there in the past couple of years. Everybody seems to be looking for some sort of a what do they call those things? Temple?
Yes.
Temples. Yeah, everybody's looking for a temple out there in one of those islands. I don't know why they keep thinking there's islands out there, though. I mean, those islands have nothing. They're just rock. You know? There's barely any fish out there. It's kind of wasting time for me.
Are you saying that these islands are located elsewhere?
There's a few islands out here in this little area, but nothing of no value. No one's found anything in years. What makes this any different?
No magical towers or anything like that?
No obelisks.
Nope. No obelisks, no tomes, no nothing.
I'm here. That's what.
Just
makes it
shells. Lots of shells.
Could you mark on my map here where these different islands are?
Absolutely. And so he shows you that there are, and this is only the top portion of the map, but you can see that there are a number of little islands, and there's actually much more than this. They're not even really islands. They can't really be called that. Like some of them are just as big as your ship. And because of the because of the seasons, sometimes those islands just disappear. Sometimes they get a little bit bigger. Not dramatically, but enough to make a difference for some of them just completely go away.
Make it uninhabitable.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's just about it. So, but I mean, he's used to people coming out and looking for stuff, and no one ever finds anything. So,
Nobody but us.
All it takes is once.
Have they ever had a goblin look? That's the real question.
nope,
We're
Goblins
pretty good
in
at
no
finding
tunnels.
stuff.
not like our Pendleton. No way.
Who's the man?
You?
Yeah, no, buddy.
Pendleton.
Perhaps aimlessly sailing into the ocean on random islands isn't the best for our time.
Well, one of the mountains cracked, didn't it? With the earthquake?
Yeah, don't we
There
know
might
like a
be things
specific?
in
The one
there.
in Bonecraft with the cracky
And
mountain.
earthquakes happen all the time.
No,
Not
these
in this,
parts,
not in this
no.
parts, no.
As a druid, you thought I would know that.
You
It's fine. I'm not from the surface world.
No, you live below. It's fine.
You'd think you'd know more about
It's worth a
earthquakes
look.
then, but-
I think
They don't affect me as much.
people seem to think it's important. I think that it makes it worth it. I think.
Well, wish you guys the best of luck. We should get there in a day. And so through the rest of the night and the rest of the day, it's not really, the not choppy waters or anything like that. It's kind of just easy sailing. But you easily get to Foam Crest, and you realize why they call it Foam Crest is because of the very low. Ever been to Rocky Point? It's like 5 feet, like for like 6 miles before you get to the shore. It's kind of the same idea, right? And because of that, it creates a lot of foam on the beach itself.
Right.
Not a very imaginative name, but it also makes it so that you have to get on a dinghy and row for like 1.5 miles to get to.
Ooh, Kashar does
shore.
not like that.
Yep. So you
Like-
start pulling in,
Okay, neither does Morgana.
and
Water is shallow enough that Pendleton's just swimming.
there is actually only one deep port next to the land, and it actually is open at the moment. But you do see that there are some other ships off in the distance. You guys seem to be beating everybody there. And so you pull into port. As soon as he pulls up, the sailor of the sailor
Excuse me.
pulls up and he says, "We can't stay long. We just got to be able to drop you off and make room for the other people coming in. But go ahead and let us know when you're ready to come back." And he hands you over what's about the size of a coin, and basically it's just a communication for the people on the boat. It's like a Rocky Talkie. I don't know what the real name of those things are.
Sending
Stones.
Rocky
I call them Rocky Talkies. I don't know what their real name is. So he hands you one of those. It's basically just for the boat. So let them know when you want to come back, and they'll come and pick you up.
So hear me out. What if we give them some money to go get a drink and keep the dock blocked for a little bit longer, so we can get a head start?
But we need that money for Cranbrook.
No,
We are up though because you stole that money from Valentine. And they.
No, he stole that money.
Okay, well, we have money from Valentine, and
Yes,
we
right.
aren't
Has
in
money.
them. Like they're just boat drivers. How much do they make? Probably not a ton.
Right? Like I don't
And
think
drinks
we
aren't
have
that
to
expensive.
even give them.
I mean, it wouldn't even be worth a gold. It'd be like a copper or silver or something.
That's
like
what
that.
I'm thinking.
Well,
Like we just keep the dock occupied for a couple hours.
Well, because there's multiple people trying to just go into these caves, isn't there? Yeah,
Exactly.
multiple parties.
Mhm.
So
And this is the only deep dock. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
Oh.
else would have to get on a dinghy.
Mm-hmm.
are we sure that this would be the best course of action? The reason I say that is, one, it seems as if they're telling us that they need to get the boat away because of rules and regulations that we might break, which would lead us into further trouble.
Eh.
And the second reasoning, is we also don't know where anything is, and even though these other adventure parties are against us, we could always keep an eye on them and see what they find out. Work together with the other adventuring groups to find the actual location, and then split off from there.
Work with other people.
I mean, that's
I
sound
don't
logic,
like
but I
that.
don't like it at all.
We can.
No.
I hear what you're saying.
I hear you. It's valid. I
But
don't
no.
like
Counter argument. No.
That's Pendleton's favorite counter argument.
If we just didn't.
Are there locals here? Like, do people actually
Oh, yeah.
live on this island? We can speak to the locals about the mountains that split. I think that's
Actually, a lot of the
kind
locals
obvious.
are outside, and they're rebuilding some of their buildings.
Mm.
Because the earthquake was pretty rough here,
Yeah.
and some of them have collapsed.
Yeah.
And so it's been a couple of days now, so there's nobody still stuck under anything, but
Okay.
they're rebuilding things as best they can.
So we can speak to them, and maybe we have the crew fake an error sometime on the ship, so it's not that they just abandoned their ship. It's we can't move it.
Now, if we're paying them to get a drink, and they somehow get drunk,
Wouldn't that be unfortunate?
they couldn't drink in
Can't
boats,
drink.
right?
Yeah,
Can't
don't-
drink in
don't
boat.
drink in
I don't
boat.
think the
So you're-
dockmaster would.
Yeah. You guys are having this
I feel like
conversation in front of us,
sailors
right?
are drunk by day.
In front of the dockmaster or in front
No,
of
in
the
front of
captain?
the. In
Oh,
front
the
of
crew, yeah.
Yeah, the crew. Oh, yeah.
Pendleton
So
is
like it's
drunk.
like, oh, I get you.
You guys
It's
want to
like,
get trashed?
You guys want to get trashed?
hey Sal, we're having trouble with that rudder again, right? Oh yeah, Captain. We got to make sure this thing gets taken care of. We can't move an inch unless we get this thing taken care of.
You can't break regulation.
How long do you think that's gonna take us, Sal? Looks over at you guys.
Couple days.
No.
I say at most about 4 hours.
Yeah, 4
probably.
hours is kind of
4
what I was
hours,
thinking.
yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours.
But
4
you know,
hours,
If they
alright.
do get drunk, though, then that'd be like all night.
All right, yeah, maybe 4 hours there. I think that's what'll take us. All right, well, we'll do our best. And you can hear the dock master. You can't stay here 4 hours. You need to take it and then. Oh, rudder problems. I mean, what can we do? Isn't that sail back there to be patched too? You mean this one? That's the one.
See, our boat is a
Alex.
piece of shit.
Like, barely got us.
Hey,
The
it's
old
yours.
rust bucket.
And I'm like pointing at the dock, and I'm thinking, it's your problem now.
No problem now.
Or,
You
like,
wouldn't
strut
want
off
them
into the sea.
sailing like a bad ship now, would you? What kind of dockmaster would that make
And you can see him just like seething.
Do you need to pet my head? Do you need to calm down? Do you need some soft fur?
So he's going on to the boat.
Yes,
too
That's
now.
amazing.
All right, no shenanigans. You're gonna fix your rudder and fix your sail, and you're gonna be back out to sea. Yes.
Sure.
In like 20 minutes. That's what's gonna happen. He's like,
No.
yeah, 20 minutes. We'll do the best that we can.
Definitely.
And so we can give you the look like, all right, you guys can take off. We'll take care of this.
Thank you.
I blow him a kiss.
Yeah.
All right, let's investigate.
And so they start sabotaging the boat.
Up on this anniversary.
We're fixing it.
Captain,
no,
we're gonna
they
need another
just
one of
need to
these.
get
Oh no!
Gary, you know how to sew, right? Sure.
Sewing.
All right, so you guys make it onto to land. You see that there are. It's not an enormous town. There's like just a couple of houses, and it kind of just spreads out along the beach area, basically. But there seems to be a lot of people at the tavern. The tavern sign over the wall basically says the Scorched Bone. And so you see a lot of different people in there. It looks like it's more of a hot spot where people come and talk and that kind of stuff, more than somebody's just trying to get drunk and that kind of thing. But there seems to be a lot of people in there. And there's people walking all over it. They all see you guys coming in as adventurers, and some of them kind of give you some weary looks.
I'm gonna be. She's in her like super nice mode. So, hi, how are you? Hello, my name's Kashara. Hello, nice to meet you. What are you drinking? Oh my God, that looks amazing. What did you order?
So you're overwhelming them all up. They're like, oh, they're just used to talking to themselves, and they're like, a cat person's in front of me. So yeah, they're just like they start talking back. Yeah, it's special this week. It's.
Is it heavenly? Is it amazing?
I think it's. She says it's lamb. It tastes like dog.
Well, I've never had dog before. But it's worth a shot. Hey, how long have you been staying in this town for? Are you a local?
Yeah, everybody's here. It's local.
Oh, it's not like a tourist place. Oh, are we totally out of place here? Oh my gosh, I feel so silly.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of tourists.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, can you tell me what it's like here? This place is just beautiful.
It is not beautiful whatsoever. Not even a little bit. Like, even as you say that, you're like, I should have chosen a different word. There's a different quaint. That would have been a better word to use. She's like, yeah, it's home.
Okay. Okay.
Do you need something? Are you guys?
I'm just here to make friends. You know, we're just here, touristing around, seeing the sights. Here's my friends. Nice to.
I feel
You
like
guys
we're
talk
wasting
now.
our time here.
As they look at Pendleton, she just has this look of like, who is this person and why are we friends with them? She's like
Did you read my message?
sitting
I
on
did not.
our shoulders like, yay, we're here.
I wanted to do this while they were talking with the dog.
Ooh, yes, you
Yeah.
can. You see some seagulls. Yeah, there's one sitting there. It's trying to eat your food.
My food?
Oh yeah. Making my way down south. I'm a seagull. How you doing?
there, bud?
You there?
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Yeah. Give me food.
I'm here on some urgent business looking for any strange things happening on this island.
Meat sack won't give me food. Do you have food?
No.
I have no information. Squawk, squawk.
Can you squawk the squawk and walk the walk?
It's not even squawking. He's like talking to you, saying squawk. The word squawk is what's coming out of his mouth.
I have very little tolerance at the moment.
You're trying to mean mug a seagull. You're trying to mean mug a seagull.
Yeah.
Tell me any other strange things happening on this island.
Do you have food?
She goes to reach out to the seagull with her skeleton hand. Does it do anything?
Like 3 or 4 of them actually come up like, oh, they're gonna give us food. Even one of them comes up in your arms like, there's no food.
The one that came close, I'll cast chill touch on it.
Oh, you immediately kill the bird.
Oh.
So chill touch, and then suddenly you see it go, and then fall over dead, and the other ones go, no food! No food! And they all take off running.
Wow. Great job.
You're great.
And as you're thinking about this, you feel something on your shoulder. Squawk, squawk! Off in the distance.
Well, now that Kashara has made her best friend at this table, or what she thinks is her best friend, tell me about the latest things that have been going on.
The earthquake happened.
Where?
It's kind of like as you're saying, you look behind her, there's like a whole house like demolished. And the mountain actually has like a crack in it in a few different places. You're like, there.
Her intelligence and wisdom is like baseline, so.
As you ask that question, Pendleton just goes, the Earth?
No, I mean like.
The crack is like we can see the crack, right?
There's like different like hairline cracks all through the top of this mountain.
Okay.
Something tells me up is the correct answer.
Mhm.
I feel like up is right.
She says, "Oh, are you guys gonna go? You're adventurers, right? You're looking for like stuff,
Maybe.
artifacts, and things."
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe
Yeah,
looking for some
it's
stuff, some things.
Oh,
Monsters to kill.
you know,
Yeah.
you might want to go and talk to. There's a lady at the edge of town. She's wearing a blue dress. You might want to go and talk to her before you go up into the mountains.
What's
might
that
help.
lady's name?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
Is that Steve? Her name is
Name is
Steve.
Steve. Nancy.
Nancy.
So Nancy's there. Nancy Moon. You might want to talk to her before you go up in those mountains. That's the best I can give you.
What was her last name?
Nancy Moon.
Nancy Moon.
The moon.
Dum.
The moon.
Well, I suppose
Thank you for getting that reference.
we go speak to her and then head up into the mountains.
Yeah. Let's have a peoply person talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Eeny, meeny, miny, me.
I am the most charismatic. I've got a great
Seriously,
sword.
0 for charisma, -1 for wisdom. Let me just tell you right there.
So you guys all get to the edge of town, and as you do, you actually do see a lady who's at least 50, 75 feet out from the town, just staring off at the mountain as it starts to slope up. She's just by herself, and she just looks kind of concerned. What do you guys want to do? Is there anything you do before you leave the town, or is it you're just going to go and talk to her?
What all is in town?
I have nothing to
The inn.
Well, fuck. If we're going on an adventure, we should probably get like things to survive in a cave, correct, friends?
As the
Maybe.
only person without dark vision, I would appreciate that.
I forgot you don't have dark vision.
I was looking at,
I
I was
have
looking
a-
at the campaign, and I'm like, oh,
I have the light cantrip.
okay.
Veil of
Cool.
shadows.
Mistakes were
shadows.
made.
Nobody knew the name of the campaign until a few minutes ago.
That's true.
He should have expected it.
Don't worry.
I don't like that.
Don't worry.
No thanks.
No worries at all.
I mean, I have nothing in particular that I need. Because I have rations and things.
I would just like to do a general perception check to see if there's anybody who's paying a little too much attention to us.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
I
perception.
mean, the giant cat lady talking excitedly might skew that a little bit, but
8.
8.
10 out of 10, you're doing great, bud.
For the most part, everybody's kind of giving you guys looks, but it's more like, what are these outsiders doing here? It's not really like anything particular about you guys.
Okay.
Except for
The
fact that-
antlers on the head, the veins in the neck, general appearance,
General appearance.
and the two of you guys being the two of you guys. You're the only one that looks like native to them. Everybody else they're all getting like looks of like, wow, look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my gosh, because they don't see anything other than the people that are on this island.
I feel
Nobody
like I
comes here.
Probably ruin his nativeness, sitting on his shoulders, braiding his hair in my fancy ass hat.
Yeah, so you do see Nancy. She's again just staring off at the mountain.
I'll go talk to her. I feel like it's
I'll come with.
But you can just
No,
I'll
you-
call for you if I
No,
need to.
no.
She's
It's
Shara's
okay.
gonna find a patch of sun and start calming down.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful. Nancy Moon.
You weren't making like you weren't trying to not be quiet and
Mhm.
like not sure walking up to her.
Mhm.
But when you call her name, she shakes and she looks over at you and just says, "You're adventurers, yes?
That's correct. Yes.
You're gonna go into the mountain.
Yes.
How much does it cost to acquire your services?
50 gold.
What do you need us for?
My son is missing.
Hmm.
The earthquake happened. The fissures opened up in the mountain, and he went exploring, and he hasn't come back in 3 days. And my husband went to go and look for him, and he hasn't returned in 2 days.
That's rough.
And now I'm the only one left. I have, and you see she pulls out these coins, and she's like, I have 5 copper and 7 silver. And
Keep your money. We'll look for them. Ah! What are we gonna do with 5 copper?
Add them together.
That makes half a silver.
Yeah.
We
Grab.
make no promises, but if we happen across them, we will bring them back
How
safely.
old is the boy?
That's a great question.
he's 14,
Okay,
almost 15.
He's kind of older.
And she gives you like a really good description of what he looks like, which really looks and sounds like almost everybody else that you've met in this entire town, right? You know, he's brown hair and brown eyes and light and sweet smile and all those, and last time you saw he was wearing a blue vest made of the same material as my dress, and he doesn't have a shirt, he just wears the vest, and she's like kind of like getting nervous and my husband, and gives the description of all the other guys in the same place, but yeah, they both have the blue cloth that I got, and I made the dress and my husband's pants and my son's vest, and if you could find them and bring them home, I would be very.
It sounds like 2 people went looking where they shouldn't have and were too weak to survive.
August.
Talked
And
about
so she kind of like goes a little pale, and she
I'm gonna
says,
come over to her and start kind of like brushing up against her, like trying to like get her to pet me to calm down, like
Yeah.
as emotional support animal.
yeah, she kind of like puts her arm around you and says, I think maybe my son fell or my husband fell and hurt his leg, and he needs help. He just needs someone to go and help him
That is,
and bring him home.
That's definitely what happened, and they are totally not dead.
We
Yes.
will look for them and we will bring them home.
Okay, thank you.
Don't make promises.
Are you
That's
leaving?
my whole thing.
Xanodar's gonna whisper to Pendleton, they're totally dead, right?
She just like
Absolutely. Yeah, my husband's name is Dalton, and my son's name is Don.
creative.
Don,
Wow.
Don and Dalton.
So your husband is Dalton?
Yes,
Daunton, is that in there?
Dalton.
He needs to get a better name.
Do they have any burial wishes? Just like, do you want us to bring them back or like find a nice home?
Should they
Should-
be dead?
And you see this it breaks her heart to even say it, and she almost can't. It takes her like a couple of minutes
mean,
to
I get
form her
that.
sentence. And she's like, if the worst should happen, bring them back, and we will do the rites. But
I mean, we have
Please.
a paladin. She can do the rites.
We'll
there.
bring them back
Oh,
one
okay.
way or
We're
the
not
other.
hauling bodies through a mountain.
You don't have to carry them.
Of course I don't. But they're gonna smell
I wouldn't
stinky.
expect
I'll walk far away
a
from you.
goblin to carry any body.
Let's just go look for them and have hope that maybe they are okay.
I was gonna say she's actually like the second strongest
I'm
person
quite
here.
She's really
She
strong.
is quite strong.
I'm a pretty buff goblin.
It's more so the carrying an adult
You don't
human.
think I can do it? You don't think I can do it?
We're losing.
that's the way to get her to do it.
That's the way you don't think I
You
can.
couldn't
I'm
lift
gonna
this
run
up.
over.
Oh yeah.
I like light a fire under her ass and have to like run over and wrap her arms around you. And just,
And she does it with success.
I just toss him.
Yeah, 20.
So what are you guys doing? What do you want to do?
We're gonna go into the mountains, I believe.
Yes.
Find
If
some
there's
corpses.
nothing else that needs to be
Find
done.
some
Not dead.
corpses.
They could be alive.
So you do start heading off into the mountains. I would like for my druids to roll a nature check. Is anybody else who has nature as a proficiency at all?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't think so.
I know nothing
There
about
she
nature.
goes.
There
Nope.
he goes.
That's a 5.
Oh,
It's a 7.
Xanadar.
A 5 and a
Ooh.
7.
So glad we have 2 druids on the
I
team.
know.
Actually, you should be rolling with advantage because this is specific to your
All right,
area.
well,
Try
I'm
again,
not
try again.
You only get
rolling
one
that
more chance though.
Try again.
Is it better?
Better.
Okay.
19.
That's much
19?
better.
And
6.
6.
Damn it.
So you notice you're very captivated by just like the land itself.
Wow.
You are really concerned. Like the idea is that the like an earth, like way back in time, in the beginning of the world, like an earthquake, whatever, built this mountain. So there's like a lot of like shells that are really high up in the mountain area. It's like, wow, this is amazing. Like, you know, all these shells are up here and this kind of stuff. And oh, this means this, but you're not really paying attention to like foraging and trails and things like that. You're just interested in like the landscape. Morgana, on the other hand, notices something. It's almost. At first, you thought it was like a trick of the light. It's coming on sunset at this point. It almost looks like there's more shadows on the ground than they're used to seeing. And as you're getting up close, would you get a 19?
Mm-hmm.
You realize that it's almost like an infection, almost like the tendrils on your neck.
Yeah,
almost.
that's awesome.
Very, very hairline, very, very small. Not doing a lot to the environment, but they're definitely coming up if there's any place that's like got a crack, like a newly formed crack. There's these tendrils kind of popping through, and mixing with whatever's there. So like this plant, some of the plant has these little hairline black lines in them.
That are like shadows?
You thought that they were shadows, but they're actually like discoloring whatever it is that they're touching. So you'll see like a tree, and the bark on the very bottom has the root, and there'll be like these little these like almost like tendrils, hairline tendrils of black, discoloring the tree.
Am I able to identify further these black tendrils?
You can roll Arcana, or you can roll Religion, or you can talk to your group about what you're seeing.
I can roll it. What?
Black tendrils.
Oh, that's odd.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Let me think about it for a second.
Anybody else want to roll?
Is that a 20
What was
or
it? You
is
said
that a
religion
one?
or
Religion
That's a
or
one.
Arcana?
Oh wait, no,
Arcana.
I suck at both.
that's a
of
20.
those.
There's a one. Okay, I got it mixed up. Natural 20.
Natural
Ooh.
20.
Yes.
Excellent.
I just
How
saw
long
a
do you wanna
dot.
roll? Who else has? Who else rolls?
17 Arcana.
17 Arcana. There is something magical about this, but it's not. It's not really magic. It's something different. It's not technically magic. It's got some magical qualities, but in itself, it's not magic. Natural 20 for
Religion.
This holds a lot of the same kinds of. I want to say infection, but infection that you have.
Oh no! Great.
It has like some similarities. It's different, but it's not exactly the same. But it's the same kind of idea. Something is
Can I
invading the land, almost like a virus would be.
Can I burn a divine sense charge to see if this place is desecrated, or if there's anything fiendish or celestial lingering?
Absolutely. It only gives you celestial or
It is
fiend celestial.
Celestial fiend undead.
Ooh. You do get an undead vibe.
Oh, okay, great.
Like it's super faint.
Yeah.
Like you almost didn't catch it.
Mhm.
But then there's something undead way further into the mountains.
Okay. Wow.
It's Dalton.
It's Dalton. Oh god. I believe this fetch quest has just become slightly more complicated.
What makes you say that?
I'm sensing undead in the mountain, and this curse is almost like a hallowed infection on the land.
Is it me?
It's not.
Not everything's always about
Are
you.
you undead?
Technically?
Would Morgana ping on my divine sense?
That's what a Circle of the Spores druid is. Is there an undead
Yeah.
druid?
Yeah.
But you've been with Morgana for
So
a
this is
long
it's
time.
not-
It's different.
Something else.
Roll just a raw d20 for me.
Is it me?
17.
It's not only that this undead thing is far away, it's also that it's extremely weak. Like, Morgana is a blazing light
Yes.
compared to
Yes.
whatever this is. Like, wherever this thing is, this undead thing, it's been there for so long that its magical qualities are wearing off, and so it's just this husk of what it used to be.
And you know for certain that it's undead?
For certain, yes. But it's more like the aftertaste of undead.
Doesn't sound like a real threat then, if it's faded.
Just proceed with caution, I suppose. That's what I'm saying. Not that we shouldn't continue forward, just proceed with caution.
And do you proceed with caution? Anything else?
We must go find the corpse.
Totally living people that are not dead.
But are they undead?
Does anybody have survival as a perception?
No.
Or a,
I do.
Ooh, all
Oh
right.
my god.
Roll for
me.
some survivals.
Oh no.
I'm good at wisdom.
Wisdom.
I'm very good at wisdom.
Hey, I'm
And then
decent
plus
at
4 for
survival.
That's an 11.
11, okay. What'd you get?
10.
10. Anybody else?
You should try.
I'm not proficient, but I have a +4 in survival.
Oh, sure,
Do
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. A few pluses is good. Or not.
Never mind.
Or not.
Never mind.
I'm not proficient, but I rolled a 17.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, good.
Sure.
Okay, so 16 for survival for you. You got, what is it again?
11.
11. Oh, you have advantage on this because it's your specific thing.
18.
18. All right, so 17, you find it first. There is something shining on the ground that Pendleton sees. And you're like, it's money! And so you run over and you grab it and you pick it up and you're like, oh, this is not money. It's a lure. It's a fishing lure. And you're just about to toss it,
Who's been fishing on the moon?
Yeah.
and that's when she picks it up. You realize that it is... it's supposed to be like attached to like someone's hat or something. Like someone's going to go fishing, they attach it to their hat and they go running around. And you can still see some of the fibers from the cloth that it was put on. And it's this light blue color that
The
you've
same
seen
as
before.
the lady's dress.
Like the little
Yep.
boy had lures in his vest. You found the trail. And you can continue to follow the trail and see where it is that he went.
Sniff it.
Wait,
Sniffing is crazy.
I can become a mouse and have advantage on smell perception checks.
Oh.
Yeah.
As
Sniff it.
a
Sniff
cat
it was
person,
right.
do you get advantage on smell checks?
Smell check.
Smell check. Roll for
No,
smell.
it's on something else. It's
Roll for
on
sniff.
Roll for sniff.
racial traits. No, it's speed and unarmed strikes.
Alright, I
But I
become
do
a
have
rat.
proficiency in perception.
Okay.
I imagine I'm just like holding
You turn yourself into a rat, and at which point, as soon as you smell the fibers, you can smell either the father or the son. You're not sure which one. And you figured out where they're going. And it takes you some time, but you start to follow through, and you end up getting to what you see in the mountains is a large crack at the top. But where the path you're following is actually off to the right into like this little wooded area, and you find that there's a small crack just about the size of a little bit smaller than a doorway would be. And when you get to this crack, you start feeling that there's air coming through, like it's got some kind of connection going through somewhere. It is definitely very dark.
Can
I'll
Pendleton
cast
take a
light.
peeky?
What's that?
Can Pendleton take like a with her dark vision eyeballs?
Absolutely. You get in there and you realize that it's cracked open, but you can definitely see that because the earth is new, kind of, that there's footprints going in, large and small.
Hey, you guys! Hey,
Alright, so hear me out. Oh, I'm still a rat. That
I'm
doesn't
still a
work.
rat.
Rats also have dark vision, so I can see
There we
a
go.
little bit. My entire plan was like, look, I can go scout it out, and then I can use mold earth to make a map and show everybody what it looks like on the inside.
I can cast light on you.
I can see in the dark. As long as I stay as a rat,
Okay.
I'm okay.
Turn into a
Pendleton
cat.
As you
Are
guys,
you gonna be a cat?
You guys are all going in.
They don't see why not if you have dark vision as a rat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I am steering Pendleton like Ratatouille style.
Ratatouille style.
I like it.
Ian, I need you to do a raw
ears.
d20.
Raw D20?
Raw d20, and you're going to be trying to match what I have.
What?
You're matching the number that I have. How close
15.
you are. Okay, you're pretty far away from my number. I rolled a 6.
Should have had me roll.
There's a moment when you start walking through this crack that you pause for just a moment, and you like intuition, right? Something's not right, but it passes so quickly. You're like, oh my. Why am I scared of dark places? Like, why would that ever be a thing? It's not the correct thing, but you're like, it must be that, and you kind of keep walking forward. Just a moment, a momentary flutter. Everybody walks in. You have rat vision. As you guys continue walking, you start walking for a while. There's some points where the road gets narrower and get a little bit larger and that kind of thing. And the more you keep going further, you do see more and more signs of the Father and the Son going through and getting to this area. You don't see any paths coming back out. They're only going in.
Are there anything like obstructions, like what could be a trap, or just anything that could cause these guys to maybe wander off path or get stuck somewhere, like a pitfall or anything?
No, it's all just one way. There's a part where it kind of drops off a little bit steeper than normal, but it doesn't take much. It's not going to take even a roll for you guys. The little boy may have fallen down, but he would have been fine. It was only like a 10-foot slide, basically.
How tall is the little boy?
What do you say?
5 foot?
Great, taller than me.
But he does not even close to your strength.
But does he have super fancy Jingle Bell shoes?
Jingle Bell shoes?
And a big hat. No. He has a vest. A blue vest.
And no shirt.
And no shirt.
No shirt.
No shirt, just the vest.
Cosplaying as Ken.
Oh god.
Oh, wow.
As you start making your way, you start realizing you need less and less light vision. Or dark vision.
Oh.
Oh.
Because there is something ahead of you.
Ooh.
I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all.
Alright, I'm going to move out of my rat form
Smart.
so that I can become a bear when needed.
That's smart.
Can anyone do like a vibe check right now?
Yeah, roll for a vibe
Are we
check.
feeling anything evil or anything around here?
Yeah, you can do
Is that perception?
perception, investigation. I would even involve a religion check or a arcana check. You just roll whatever you think that you want to do, and then tell me what you rolled and what you
Oh,
rolled
that
for.
was right on a 20 and it rolled to a 2.
Dirty 20. Perception.
Can I, as a readied action, cast symbiotic entity if we get into combat when that door opens?
So you're ready. So you're not going to be looking at other things. You're just ready to react.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you're just ready to react. You're looking around. There's only one pathway. The torches are lit. There's a door in front of you.
I rolled a 10 for perception.
So the first thing you do is you're listening, right? You're trying to hear what's going on. Maybe you can hear someone in the hallways. Your footsteps at this point, now that you've gotten into this area, is stone. And so you're echoing, basically, through this little area. And so you're like, everybody be quiet for a moment. I'm going to try to listen. And you hear nothing. Like, even the wind at this point is gone. You realize that this is actually part of a larger temple. You just managed to find a crack to get in through one of the side entrances. So it's not even like the opening real entrance. It's just a part of this temple. And you guys are probably, if you had to guess, probably a good 5 miles, 7 miles into the mountain. So no one would have ever found this.
How did the little
Going
dog
around?
find it?
That was a 10 as well. So
Okay. Perception?
yeah.
You can see the footsteps of the father and the son on the floor. Other than that, nothing really going on.
Really.
You've got your ready to action.
18 religion.
Ooh.
This is definitely a temple, but it's bothering you. It bothers you because in temples, for the most part, they're very clear about who they are for.
Yeah.
And the symbology of like just pictures and things are extremely worn, but you can't make out anything as to who this place belongs to whatsoever.
Okay.
Like there may have been writing on the wall at one point, but at this point it's all scraped off.
Okay. Does it look like worn over time or forcibly scraped off?
Both.
Interesting.
Dirty 20 for perception.
As you're walking towards the door, yes,
Sure.
you notice that your footstep changed.
Oh, I
The
hate
sound that
that
your
shit.
footstep made.
Hey, that's
Is that
not
what it is?
great, pal.
That was the sound of us going to be taking a break in just a moment.
Okay, I got scared. What the fuck is happening?
Nice.
Surprise round.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, so you heard your footsteps, solid on marble, solid on marble, solid on marble, and then you stepped, and it was something else. It made a different, kind of a hollow, somewhat sound. Nothing's happened, but you heard it.
Can I
Don't move your foot.
not move, but reach down and touch the floor and be like, guys,
There's a
I
landmine.
think
There's a
I'm,
landmine!
I think I'm about to die.
What do you
There
mean?
are spells. That do that.
I took a step. The floor sounded different.
Different how?
Have you picked
hollow.
your foot up since?
No,
No.
my feet
No.
are still. I'm like,
Black Paladin's a gunner. Let's go.
No,
I'm
no,
joking.
Morgana.
I'm joking. Morgana does not say that.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm
so
gonna.
I want to reach down and
Yeah.
tap.
You can hear the difference. You tapped behind you, nothing, right? But as soon as you start tapping where you're at, you can hear it.
Is the floor pushed down? So it's just a different make?
It looks exactly the same.
There might just be a hole in the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think you're safe to step back.
Or
Can
it
I
can
tap
have,
in front
some
of
kind
me?
Spell of silence.
Can you
Yeah.
tap ahead of you?
Words.
Yeah.
The same hollow sound.
Do you have Sanctuary?
I do have Sanctuary.
You can just cast Sanctuary on her, just as a safety measure.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Are
I'm
you
just
sure?
Gonna, I'm gonna
Can I just pick you up and move you
Yeah.
off your spot?
I'm readying myself to jump, and I'm
So he comes up right behind you and just grabs a hold of your waist. And
I'm
lifts
getting
you
way
up.
out of the way.
And as soon as he does, you hear
Me as well.
cracking,
Uh-oh.
and a very, very, very slow but very purposeful trap unveils itself.
Is
Oh.
that where we were at?
Yep, that is
Okay.
where you were at.
Did we fall into the trap?
Nope, because he's lifting you up on the safe side.
Hell
I'm
yes.
so slow.
But the safe
I
side
think
is
this is
this side or that side?
You guys are on the side away from the door.
Okay.
Yep. What's in there? Are those
Spikes.
spikes? Yeah.
Spikes?
I will
Bloody
place-
spikes?
Is this good?
Do we
for,
see any corpses?
No corpses, just clean spikes. What's that?
This good for character placement?
Yeah, go ahead and place yourselves on your area there. Pendleton and Xander are right next to the opening right there. But yeah,
Slow.
it more fell apart than activated.
Okay.
Probably because Pendleton's not super heavy.
It's also old.
Thank God, send the small one ahead.
Was that a
Yeah.
10 feet?
Mhm.
We can jump over that, right?
Actually, you don't even really need to jump it. You can actually just crawl down the
Man, just
5 foot down and
Just
walk
toss
through
me
it and go
across.
inside.
You,
He yeets me across.
Whee!
I falling and shit.
Into the spikes.
I'm in the air yeah!
I would like to jump
Gonna
in
be
and
honest,
walk out.
guys, I don't really like this. But the trail that we've been following for the father and son are in this temple.
Oh yeah, matter of fact, they were over these specific blocks
It seems
that
as if
crumbled.
luck.
Does it go all the way to the door, like the scent, or
Mhm.
does it stop at
Oh yeah,
I
it goes
think
right
they're-
through the door. As a
they're
matter of
probably in
fact,
there.
are you now on the other side of that wall of the trap? You realize that the door is cracked open, but there is a puzzle that looks like it was on the outside that has been solved.
I was gonna say, I'm bad at puzzles, man.
What were Daddy and Son doing?
Alright, so hear me out. I can be in a wild shape for an hour. I feel like I just proactively become a bear. As we explore
Does it-
this.
Just be ready.
Does it seem
Go ahead and
like,
switch out those minis, my friend.
does it seem like father and son were walking together? Are their scents as old as each other, or is the father's newer?
Well, because the boy disappeared 3 days ago and the father disappeared 2 days ago.
Right, but I'm trying to wonder if they caught up to each other and then went here together, or did they go one after the other?
So the paths or the the shoe prints that you see
Yeah.
in the dust, and everything is covered in dust,
Yeah.
are one after another. They're not side by side.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Because I was getting weird vibes, but
Who
that's
is in
normal.
Who's in front? Dad? Bigger or smaller footprints in front?
You don't know. They just went in the same direction.
Yeah. So
Can I
they
look
were
with my
together.
eyeballs?
Well, it's like a same path.
So
But it's
they're,
not like
stepping
they-
on top of
Yeah.
each
Yeah, it wasn't like they were walking side by
They
side.
went
They
in
were walking
tandem.
over.
Even
Yeah.
if they were, I think it would be dust, so you wouldn't really be able to tell either way.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell from a smell which one's more recent?
Ooh, that's a great thing.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
so
what I
yeah,
was
do a smell test. Roll for smell.
Roll for smell.
Roll
Perception.
for sniff.
All right.
Actually, our Tabaxi can also roll for smell.
I do get an advantage on this.
Roll for Riz.
Roll for Riz.
But that's just a perception check.
Because
Correct?
I'm
Yeah,
bird.
this is a regular perception.
Oh, that's a 6.
Yeah, you can't tell. You can
That's
smell
an
the fishing
18.
and you can smell something else,
The
but you can't
fish
really.
is just too strong.
Yeah,
18.
18. There's almost like someone got some flowers and kind of crushed them and put them on themselves. Like they're making an obvious attempt as to not smell bad. It's not a perfume, but it's a poor person's perfume. Get a nice
Okay.
smelling flower, grab it, and you shove it on. That smell is very faint. It's nice, but it's the stronger of the two smells. There's the fish smell, and then there's this flower smell. The flower smell is stronger.
The flower smells stronger. So the sun first, and
That's-
then
yeah, that's what
the
I'm
dad
getting.
followed.
That does line up with the story, yeah.
I mean, I can't communicate this with you because I'm a bear.
No, but
No.
it was
But I will like.
Do you
I will-
have-
I'm gonna
Does
put
Morgana
my
have speak
paw
with
on
animals?
the small one.
I
and then on
have
the
cast.
big one.
Yeah, I have speak with animals activated, so you can talk to me.
It's sweet.
Yeah, and then
so
just train.
small one, and then dad followed him.
Okay.
Seems like the kid went first.
Okay.
Says the bear.
Rah, 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 rah.
Again, I think we should be careful, but I don't see why going forward isn't the only option.
I think if the kid and the father were able to make it this far,
Yeah, I
So
think we'll
could
be
we-
okay.
Maybe
think we're fine.
It'll probably be maybe a little bit obvious when they weren't able to go any
Yeah.
further.
yeah, it would be very obvious.
Well,
I'm
that's
sure
what we'll worry.
Judging by their footprints, we can know when and where trouble is. we
Yeah.
can gauge
Judging
it
by the
because they would have
corpses
run
we
into
stumbled
it.
Well,
Everybody
since
roll
this
for
is-
perception.
Oh shit.
My
Everybody
passive
roll-
perception is 16.
Nope.
Since
Roll
this
for
is
it.
stone, can we still see like the dusty footprints, or is it okay?
Okay,
Nat
now-
20! Dice.
Can I use my smell,
Is your dice being
or
made?
is this a non-smell perception?
This is a non-smell
Oh, Lord.
perception.
Nat 20.
All right.
Nice.
Oh my god, me
13.
too!
13.
Because I'm riding
roll?
you.
Yeah.
A total of 8.
8.
Oh,
Nothing,
you had so
nothing.
much on your perception.
I rolled a 2.
15.
15?
15.
All right, you hear it as well.
Not 20.
Nat 20.
That's
9.
my whole thing.
9, you don't
I
hear
have
it.
an 18
Um,
wisdom just for this.
Morgana
You can't help
sneezes, and he's next to you, and you're like, oh, I didn't hear anything at all. And you rolled what again?
12.
12. So there, you guys are all standing close to each other. You're like, oh man, that's kind of gross. Why do you sneeze all over me?
My
The other three, however, hear it, and it was so faint, but it was distinguishable. You heard a moan from the other room, a very clear undead
I was gonna
moan.
say,
That's
that's awesome.
After playing Baldur's Gate, we gotta identify what kind of moons they are.
Yeah.
Great.
Does it sound like a child or an adult?
Oh god.
Oh, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know that much.
And with that, we're going to take a quick break. And we'll be back.
Hello.
Thank you for giving us a moment to rewater and dewater. And now it is time to see what it is that I'm going to be throwing at our players. 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3. I think someone else. Can't remember.
What?
No, sneeze.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
three.
I heard
Oh.
it. Yeah,
You heard
I
heard it.
prestidigitate all of that away from me.
Like, ooh.
Like
Sneeze
all
back-
of that.
Sneeze back in your
Mushroom.
Can you get
Sneeze.
me too?
Yeah.
But you all did hear the moan of an undead on the other side of this door.
There's something up there. you guys.
If only we had a paladin.
I just let
Oh no! Whatever should we do?
Make way. I'm the people's champ. Let me go.
I'm gonna laugh.
People's
I
champ.
can't jump over that.
The hero.
I can't jump over that. I'm not jumping.
You're wearing heavy armor.
I'm shimmying down and then I'm shimmying back up. I am not jumping and risking falling. But I will. The door's cracked open, right?
Yeah.
Yes, there is a puzzle on the front, and then there's the door is cracked.
Will draw my sword and sort of like shimmy the door open with my shield.
Okay. Are you going for all the way open or just enough to like
Wait,
see?
should we
or-
check for drips?
I can
It's
eat a
already
trap. I can
open.
eat a trap.
How open
It's
is
already
the door?
open. I'm
I
going
think the
to
trap's
it.
already
How open
triggered.
is the door?
Right now it's about
maybe.
2 inches.
Can I take like a peek
Unless
through
it's
the,
like a string-based one.
through the in?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
you
peek
can.
first.
Yeah.
Peek first because you're small.
Do a perception.
Oh, shit.
Do it with advantage because it's not going to be that hard, or it shouldn't.
With
be that hard.
advantage?
With advantage.
Hell yeah.
Eyeballs.
Use your eyeballs.
We believe in you.
Use the sea balls.
Oh,
21.
nice.
21. This is the room that you guys are just about to enter into. The door that you are currently looking through is the one that's on the far right-hand corner in darkness, basically on the ground floor, next to the one that is crumbling on my side.
Oh, and yours. Oh, that one over there.
There you go.
Does it?
This one?
Yeah.
Yep. And you look through. Everything is well lit in this other room. You still see the same kind of dust and things on the ground. However, you do also see a spike through the ground, much like the spikes that were in the other previous room. And there is somebody attached to those spikes.
Oh,
This thing is slowly trying to move away from the spikes, but is currently trapped on them. And we'll go ahead and use this mini.
Is it wearing a blue vest?
Where is it?
Blue.
Like right here?
Or look like a
Or, like,
fisherman.
right
You
there?
want to see where we're at here? Yep, that's perfect.
Look like a child.
From where you're cracking it open, you can only see a bit of the pants and a bit of the arm. You need to open it up further in order to see. But he looks trapped from where you're at.
Can
Well, he obviously
I was
sprung.
gonna say,
He did not see
Is
the
gonna
trap.
like
What a loser.
like
I know.
and like stick her head through.
Okay.
This is also-
You crack it open, and it does make a little bit of a sound. And you see that the thing on the other side stops and listens. And you poke your head through. It's actually facing away from you, as if it was walking in that direction and got stabbed by these spikes that came up from underneath it, which means it can't see you. But not only is this an undead, it is a very fresh undead, and he is wearing blue pants.
Oh.
Wait, blue pants, not vest?
No, it's
Not
the
bad.
dad.
Oh fuck.
I also poke my head through at the same time.
We're all cramming on the store. Like, what's going on?
Like Scooby-Doo.
You're Scooby-Dooing the door, and
he-
everybody can see the
Does
pants.
he look like generic white guy number 3?
Generic dead white guy
Generic
in
dead
denim
white
jeans.
He's just wearing jorts.
He is very fresh. He's only literally 2 days undead.
Well, shit.
He's stuck,
All
right?
right.
Mm-hmm.
Can I walk closer to him from behind so he can't see me?
Do a stealth check.
Can you ask for anything else? Anything else would be nice. 10.
A
Wait,
10.
9.
9. So you slowly start to, get in there, and you open up the door slightly. It doesn't make any noise as you open the door. And you're like, oh, that was awesome. You did something stealthy, guys.
In
And as you
full
turn,
chainmail.
you hit the other side of the door, and with your chainmail, it goes. You're like, got the door open. I forgot to miss the door. As soon as you make that noise, you see he's trying his hardest to spin around, but because of the way the spikes are positioned on him, he can't actually turn his body, and he's completely pinned. The spikes are taller than he is, and
Okay.
they're holding him in place.
Okay.
Oh, so that probably means it come out of the floor because he couldn't have fallen on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so we gotta be careful because one of these stones is gonna like.
Yeah.
Well.
Is anyone good
Can
at
you
checking
still-
for that stone?
Can you still sense the
Yeah.
footprints of the sun?
With my nose. Sure.
Perception.
I would like to smell for fish.
Oh my gosh, he's Scooby.
Roll.
I am Scooby
Come
Bear.
on, gang. This way.
Scooby Bear.
Scooby Bear. Wow, I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Ooh.
That's a 10.
10.
We should have taken
The bear.
You can still smell the smell of fish in this room, but you're really not really sure where it's coming from. It's just in the room somewhere. With more investigation and a little bit more getting in here, you might be able to find it
All right.
and pick up the trail.
Can I look for any, like, I don't know, imagery or anything on him that might suggest how he turned?
Excellent. Go ahead and roll for investigation and roll for religion.
Okay.
And everybody else go ahead and place your tokens where you are in the room in comparison to him. If you're within 5 feet of him, he can get you.
I'll be like 10
But if you're
feet
5,
away from him.
10 feet away from him, he won't be able to reach you.
Where would everybody else like to be?
I would like to be next to the paladin.
I
Let's
rolled
see.
a
I'll stay
13
where I am.
for
Got you
investigation
antlers.
and a
Okay.
Where
17.
would you like to be? Flaming sword?
How
17
tall
for
is
religion.
this?
Religion, yes.
How tall is the elevation next to us?
Both of those elevations on the one that's intact and the one that's not is 15 feet up.
Are you gonna scramble up there?
I'm going to fly up, actually.
All right.
That's cool.
There's like gust of wind kind of just like erupts from the floor, and he's kind of is holding on to the side.
Okay. Do a perception check. With yours, it only takes you a couple of moments to realize how he died and how quick it must have been. One of the spikes actually went straight through his heart. So you get the impression that he did not last long.
Wait, who was
Yeah.
doing a perception check?
She did the perception check. But you're also doing a perception check for me. However, what is concerning is that usually for someone to become an undead, they need to have like a spell cast on them
Yeah.
or some kind of a ritual is placed on them. And for some people, they can do it pretty fairly quickly. But there's no evidence of anybody else being around, which
Right,
means
right.
who else did this?
Could it have been something on the spear?
Are there any other corpses in the room?
There are no other corpses. Ian, what was your perception?
11.
11. You get up to that second landing, and just for a moment, you see footsteps of a smaller foot size, but then the wind goes, and it just disperses all the dust in the area. But you're fairly certain it's the one with the candle up on the right-hand side. That's where he went. The boy, anyways. Obviously, the father didn't make it that far.
Oh.
I would like to smell for fish.
Go ahead and roll for perception, and then also roll for nature check.
I feel like
TJ, roll for nature,
That's what I'm
and
thinking. I don't want to leave him here and we just need to bring him back.
yeah,
Are
that'll
you
be it.
sure about that?
So 23 for perception,
It's pretty nice.
and then
I'm gonna do my best to
6 for nature.
Okay,
Yeah,
wonder.
just
I am the
one
worst
shot.
druid.
An unnatural 20.
For nature,
Yes.
you see that there is more of the tendrils that you saw up at the top, and you realize that it's everywhere here, like everything. And you start also realizing that it's those tendrils that are kind of breaking down the rocks and the stones and everything in here. It's like kind of degrading everything.
Is the black stuff on the tip of the
Just go.
point?
Oh, the spear?
Yes.
Yes, it's everywhere.
Oh.
Is that what could turn him undead if it goes through his heart? The black tendrily stuff?
It's not generally how it works.
Perception-wise, you do pick up the scent again,
It's
and you're
not
definitely 100%
also
sure it's through that door.
Something obviously odd.
Is it that door over there?
Mm-hmm.
Follow
Can
the
I
scent
get-
of his footprints.
Can I get the feel for like which path he took?
Ooh, what'd you roll again?
A 23.
A 23, yes. You're able to kind of follow his path work a little bit. There's some points where you're not 100% sure, but you make the very best guess you can. And as you do, you start realizing that there are some more of those pressure plates on the ground that you're passing by. And you realize, if you were to step here, the spikes would come up. If you step there, the spikes are coming up. If you step there, the spikes are coming up. Like, there are spikes, actually more spikes in this place than you would have really imagined at first. but a lot of them look really, really old and degraded. Like it was a miracle that this one actually functioned the way it was supposed to. Most of them you can actually see, like the bricks or not the bricks, the stonework has actually fallen apart a bit from the degradation of the infection.
I'm gonna walk back. I'm gonna try to
Moonwalk.
communicate that to the group to do a conga line.
Congo line.
Okay. Before we leave this area, I feel like we've gotten everything we can from like dead guy McGee. So can I like put him out of his misery?
Absolutely. What do you want to do to put him out of his misery?
Just like
The
a
excitement.
just like a bonk on the head, but with the blade of my sword.
Is it on fire?
Do
Sword,
we,
yeah.
do we
Of
want
course
to
it's on
mark
fire.
him up though, because we're bringing him back for the wife?
We're not bringing him back. She doesn't
Just
need to see
take the
this.
pants. Just pants
Absolutely
him.
bring him back.
Just
We
bring
should not
his
bring
pants.
that back for her.
You asked for the
She
jeans.
wants
Here's the
pleasure.
jeans.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, we didn't turn him like this.
But she doesn't need to see this. Like,
No,
this
but
is
if
not.
it was
She's
me,
not
I would want to
coming to
know.
But,
Yeah.
but we can inform her, but she doesn't want this.
I
lasting
mean,
memory
coming
of
from
her
experience of
husband.
personal family being dead, I would rather see my pelts of my family than not at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I will just. I don't know how to kill him without maiming his body,
Maybe
folks.
Should we
I
take his pelt?
can kill him without naming his body.
How?
With chill touch.
Okay.
Joe.
Yeah, that would be nice and
Oh.
preserved for us.
Explain to me how.
You want
So
some
you go up
necrotic
to him.
damage.
You have your chill touch ready.
It is, but it does
Explain.
more to undead.
Explain to me what it is that you what it looks like.
So I stand that far away,
Okay.
like away from the zombie, maybe like behind the paladin a little bit. Just be
Stay right there.
Don't move.
And I like hold up your shield and just put, like land. No.
Okay.
So a ghostly skeletal hand just extends from my bony skeletal hand
Mm-hmm.
and like grasps around the undead man.
Mm-hmm.
It does do necrotic damage.
Mhm.
However, because he is undead, he gets disadvantage.
He's just
just
a
in general.
he's just
On
a
attack rolls.
commoner, and so it's going to kill him.
Okay.
So you see the spectral hand, spectral
Yeah.
hand come out, and as it does, and it's making its way towards him, you realize that these tendrils are coming off of your spectral hand. The same tendrils that are in through this whole room. It still works the way that it's intended to, but it's almost as if this whole spectral hand is in water almost. And there's these ripples coming off from the side of it, all taking the shape of these black tendrils. It reaches up and it grabs a hold of him and it squeezes and it stops his movements. And as it does and it grabs a hold of him and releases, you see that his whole body and everything, his physical body, start to almost decay. It almost turns like into ash. But the ash doesn't fall to the ground. It actually goes out and swirls up into the roof area.
Real quick, do we want to preserve the body?
The body is
The
gone.
body's gone,
Well,
yeah.
the thing is that I can make it so it doesn't do that.
I think that ship has sailed.
Regardless, that gives me a nasty bad feeling. I don't like that at all. Huh.
Everybody do a perception check.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
With my nose.
With my nose.
With my nose.
Ooh,
15.
dirty 20.
Ooh, dirty 20, you hear it?
15.
15, you hear it?
8.
Nope.
22.
22, yes. 24, yes.
14.
No. Everybody who succeeded on that hears as almost as though the entire area takes a breath. So you hear this, and it comes from everywhere.
I don't like it.
And that's it. Nothing else happens.
All right.
But something happened when the body went into the ceiling.
So don't die here.
Yeah.
Is my inkling of a feeling.
Xanadar is very stressed out as a bear.
I
She
don't
went-
He's got the
Yo, he
sweats.
lets out like this whining growl thing.
I just like pat his head. I'm like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
And
Who's closest to me?
then
Probably Pendleton.
So Pendleton's on top, but I'm gonna try to get the first part of the conga line going.
You're like nudging me with your snout, like.
Come on.
Guys, I think Xanadar's wanting us to follow him.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I am going to cast a spell.
Ooh.
I'm going to
Up
cast
there?
Gentle Repose
Are
on
you up
myself.
there?
On who?
Oh.
myself.
What does that do?
Ooh, it's gonna keep you fresh.
So the description of it is. Oh wait, no, I can't. Hold on, I can't do it on a living thing. Sorry.
Bummer.
Why did dice roll? Get out of here.
Why did dice roll? You're rolling for something.
We're gonna roll a 19.
I rolled for. Can you leave?
It'll disappear. Just give it a second. I guess we're just going forward. I need more information. I think.
Moving right along.
Conga line.
Good food.
Were the
I can only
footprints
conga one person at a
Yeah.
time.
the place that I'm at?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they're gonna get up. The child's footprints were up here.
I thought they were over
We
there.
Yeah, I
need
thought
to
they were
know.
over here.
Yeah, they're up there.
Up
He saw them
where?
at the stairs going up.
Oh, I thought you said that they were right here where I am at.
They're also there.
Oh.
The child went everywhere.
The child was looking around at stuff.
But like, how did
He didn't go to he didn't know exactly where he was going. He was looking
Did
around.
he just get remarkably lucky? Like, what
I
happened?
know.
Either that or
seriously.
that's the only trap is right there.
No,
There are
I
other ones,
passed
but
a bunch of other
They are
traps.
broken, so they might not be
Yeah.
working. But I don't really want
I don't know
to
if
test
that's
that.
I
his
theory.
understand bear sign
perspective.
language.
Mhm.
We've
The
been friends long
goblins.
enough.
If there's sign language, I might.
Man, I bet the
Pointing
goblin
at it
couldn't
as well.
handle
Stop,
some
Morgana.
spikes.
Morgana.
How sturdy is the
She
door?
like she was sitting on Xanadar, but now she's like standing on it with her sword.
You want to see me stand on the spikes?
At one time, this door was very strong. Like, these doors were made of rock and stone and marble. Like, they were meant not to be moved. But they've all decayed. Extreme amount. Matter of fact, you can even see where the boy put his hands on the door and pushed, because there's a hand mark on the stone.
I'm
Where it
gonna
just fell away.
I'm gonna step back to the edge next to the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to open the door.
To this door over here.
The door that I'm next to.
Okay.
Fuck sneaking.
As you open this door, the door itself almost crumbles. And behind it, you see that this once was a room, or a hallway really, that had a lot of different murals, all destroyed. Pottery, mostly destroyed, but whatever was on them is all long lost. There's just lots and lots of items that were once part of a temple that you would expect to see in a temple, kind of shoved in this one room. And everything has been defaced. Like, every single thing. Defaced on purpose and over time.
Recently defaced, or defaced many moons ago?
Defaced many
Yeah.
years ago.
Well, we are looking for artifacts and writings.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us might want to go in here.
I mean, it looks as though somebody does not want whatever this temple represents to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're trying to hide what this place is. Which kind of gives me the ick.
Mm-hmm.
Does that table over there have anything on it?
Yes, it does.
I am dragging whoever will follow me to the
You
table.
literally don't have to
going.
drag anybody. Pendleton is on top of me.
Yes.
We're going willingly.
I'm blindly following because
Yes.
I feel like everyone's falling behind. I don't know.
I try to create a conga line. It might only be a conga line of 3, but
I'll follow, but I do want to keep my eye out for any remaining whatever might be left symbols to which deity this temple might have been
So
for.
just keeping an eye
Alright.
out.
Yeah.
what are you doing, TJ? Are you coming?
I'll come.
All
Alright.
Mainly because I don't want to accidentally step on the traps later.
Yeah.
So only
We can't
August
all
is
fly.
staying up here.
Yeah.
We can all fly.
I can only fly for a short distance.
I can teleport, but I don't want to do it right now.
I can totally do that, but I just don't want to.
I don't want to.
So,
you move
I
us
can only
over
do
by
it
the
twice a day.
As you get to that table-looking area, it's actually not a table. It's actually a small shrine. And at the shrine, you can tell that it almost appears as if there is a symbol of like a sun on the top and like a moon on the bottom, kind of an idea. It's not a sun and it's not a moon, but it's super close. And it's on both sides. And in between, you see this whole area, this whole situation used to be painted on marble. But again, everything is crumbled, and you can see just this small piece right in the middle of a extremely beautiful face. And it's a woman. But you say, if you think to yourself, if I even like look at this too long, it's going to crumble. Like, it's not long for this world. In fact, you opening this next door may in fact destroy this thing. But all you see is this face that's both beautiful and terrible.
Take a quick mental picture.
Religion check.
I was gonna
I would
just about to
also like to
say.
do
Go
a
for it.
religion check.
That would make more sense.
We were on the same.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I'll leave it to that.
The face gives you nothing.
Yeah.
There is nothing. I mean, you're doing your best, thinking about all the different religions, all the different faiths, everything you can think of. Nothing like this is there.
Mm-hmm.
But the moon looks familiar, and the sun looks familiar. And you realize, oh, the moon is actually a super old symbol that they used to have for saloon.
Yeah.
We were on it.
It's an old symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this must have changed like a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she has a new symbol now. She has new churches, new symbols, everything. The other symbol is something you're not really sure what it is. It's actually not a sun. It's
Right.
something else.
Something else. Okay. Yikes.
But saloon you recognize. Only
Yeah.
barely.
Is that a god?
Yes.
Yeah, she's like the moon maiden.
Yep.
Was it called the Night Storm or something like that?
What's the other bitch? What's her name? Shar.
Shar.
Yeah.
No, but in Saloon like worship, there's the night song.
Oh, the night song.
The night
Yes, the
song.
night song. Oh,
Can we find the
shit.
night song here?
Oh shit! I hope not. We start this campaign off with the night song. I don't really know where we're going.
We're only
I'll
level
share that
3.
information that it's old.
That actually would explain a lot
It-
of things going
it
on
would.
here.
It
If
would.
the night song.
It would. I'll share about the
I don't know what's going on.
possibly was a
Baldur's Gate 3 is happening
Baldur's
right now.
Gate 3. I know the Forgotten Realms. So, about Saloon, and that it looks like this might have been a temple of Saloon at one point, but very long ago. Long time ago.
So when we open this door, it'll stop being a temple to Saloon because her face will
Just
break.
That's not how temples work. It can
God's like,
still-
forget
it can
it!
still be a temple to somebody, even if there's no imagery of them. So we can continue on, but we probably should bring August with us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna long jump, which I can long jump 10 feet, and then I'm going to fly the rest of the way over to here.
Oh, yeah, with your flying, you're definitely going to be able to get to it. No trouble whatsoever. As you guys get to this door, though, and you're paying attention to that door, you hear movement and shuffling in the next room. A lot more movement and shuffling than you heard in this room.
Can I take a pendle peek?
Yeah.
Are you going to try to push open the door?
Please be
My
quiet.
whole
quiet,
character's
Kendall
combat
peek.
oriented.
Was this open? Like, is this open how it looks in the picture? Like the
Which one?
bars?
Oh, the bars. Actually, no, that room's not even there.
Okay.
That is a solid wall, wink wink.
So you
what
go
door
to
do you
push
try?
on the
Does not
door.
exist.
It's already kind of open slightly, but not in. You just need a little bit more from your armor and stuff. So you kind of push a little bit. As you put your hands against the stone wall, it starts to crumble a little bit more as you're pushing. Doesn't make any noise, and you peek in.
That's kind of how she's doing it.
Yeah.
You just very quietly hear her like,
As you push open that door, you guys are actually coming in from the top left with the candle on the bottom on the floor. Yeah, actually right where you're at.
Perfect.
In this room, you
like
see
we drew it up.
dozens of undead.
Whoa!
Hell yeah.
I am so excited.
All of which are on the ground.
Oh.
All of which are trying to move.
Help, I fall.
Perception check. Why can't they move?
Okay, do a perception.
I'm confused.
Can we place these undead on the map?
My first time for a woman.
17.
They are just scattered around everywhere. If this was in human terms, you would say that they're all dehydrated, or they're all lethargic, or they're all drugged.
Oh,
But
okay.
none of
People
these
tend to be
things.
kind of lethargic in my experience.
But none of these things apply to undead.
Yeah. I have a feeling that I know what's going on.
Everybody do a quick perception.
Don't like it.
19.
19 over here.
23.
23, you see it. 21, you all three see it.
5.
Oh. 15.
15, you see it only after they say something.
7.
7, nothing. See nothing. 5, also see nothing.
Her tongue
You
is broken.
three see it immediately. There is something almost like, I want to say like snow, but it's not white. And it's coming down and it's starting to collect with the undead.
I know exactly what's going on right now.
And as it's starting to come down and collect with them, you realize they're getting stronger. They're becoming less and less lethargic.
So kill them real quick.
Real quick, like, would be good.
What color is the snow? Black?
It's the same color as when he's
That's
torched
what I,
the guy.
that's what I figured. That's what I figured.
The time has come to rage.
The time is come to rage. I don't like any of that.
You have one round before they can get up.
Oh God.
What
And
do you...
they're-
Wish I had
the-
an AOE.
And the
That'd be
stairs
nice.
here are in, like, everything's in its proper. Okay.
Mm-hmm. The other doors don't exist except for the one that's on your side of the room with the large, what is that?
Right here.
Fiery thingy? Yeah.
The brazier.
Brazier. There you go. Right in front of it. Brazier.
We haven't.
Brazier.
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 We
With
haven't.
the brazier.
We haven't entered combat yet, right?
No, but you're about to.
I'm
If
going.
you don't act quickly.
I'm
trying.
going to cast symbolic entity.
Okay.
Basically, what that does,
Mm-hmm.
and also for everyone else,
Mm-hmm.
is I use a wild shape to awaken spores that infuse me. I gain 12 temporary HP, roll double damage for my dice for Halo of Spores, and deal an additional D6 damage, necrotic damage when I hit with a melee attack. This lasts until I lose the temporary hit points.
Excellent. Is anybody else going to do anything with their bonus round?
I'm going to rage and jump off that wall.
All right. Place your mini where you would like them.
Will you please put us next to this zombie?
Yep.
Okay. You have at least one round before they're able to do anything. Anything else you guys want to do with your
I
first
am
like
round?
to
also
wreck them.
raging.
Okay. And place your mini where you want them.
And she's gonna...
Yeah, can we position ourselves?
Yeah.
What's the?
I'm
limit?
gonna see
What's that?
Xandar do
Limit?
that.
You're 30 feet.
Okay.
What are your flanking rolls?
If you have flanking on either side, opposite sides, then you have advantage.
And I can move 40 feet if you need me to move further so you can be closer or whatever.
Well, Hen is gonna jump off of Xanadar's back and come right here.
I was gonna say if we can get some like super flanking action, and we could just like
Mm-hmm.
And she's
get those things
gonna
out.
start wailing with the sword.
You use high ground rules, right?
I don't know.
To an extent, yes.
What is high ground?
Is
You have
this
advantage if you're higher up.
Yes.
So I would have
Advantage,
the advantage.
for ranged attacks, yes.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm sticking
So
up
where
here.
do we start? Like, how far can I get with 40 feet? If we start at the door, that's 5.
I mean, if you
10.
jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm planning on jumping.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. So basically there.
Where you are. Yeah.
Okay. Is that everybody's first round?
Who is?
You could also
who,
use that.
Who is the squishiest?
But I would like to hit.
You're all very squishy.
I was gonna say, I only
That's
have,
what squishy is.
I have 18 hit points,
Who
but...
hits not the hardest?
Oh,
I think we all.
Me, myself, I don't hit very well. Being a spellcaster.
Yeah, aren't you both?
Yeah.
I'm a spellcaster, but my spellcasting is I've become a bear.
I'm the spellcaster that has a somewhat of an ability to defend themselves when stuff gets close.
I have a really good ability to defend myself up close.
Okay, so first rounds are up.
No, I'm going to bless you, and you.
Well, he wants to
Thanks.
attack too.
What's that do?
Okay, you're gonna roll
you
the attack.
get.
Okay, roll the
hold on,
attack.
I'll get to you.
All right. So
They are prone, so you do have advantage.
Whenever you make an attack
And then I
roll or a
have
saving
multi-attack.
throw, you add a d4 to it.
and it's not like we
Okay.
get double advantage.
So saving throw or...
Saving throw or attack.
Did you
roll to
see
hit.
what
You
what
add
spell
a
I
d4.
cast a couple minutes ago in the log? Like while we were in the other room?
I'm not even on that page. No.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
So-
cast bless, and then I'm gonna use my what's it fucking called?
Until
So the first
Um,
attack's an 18.
Hits.
My harness divine
Second
power to get my
attack
spell
is
slot back.
25.
That's what I'm gonna do.
25 damage.
No, 25 to hit for the second attack.
Roll your damage on the first attack first.
All right. 6 points of damage.
It is dead.
Oh, plus raging, I get bonus damage. Anyways, yes.
Yep.
Damage.
With 6, you come down hard on top of it. It looks up at you and looks like it's trying to attack you. And as it does, you just smash it. As soon as you smash it,
I'm just
again, the body disintegrates and goes up into the ceiling.
I have a lot of
killed
pain.
from gonna get.
Can I
Thank
reach
God.
the
This is
next
actually
one to
pretty cool.
attack?
Yeah.
How
You
much
have an
attack?
additional... I thought you had an additional 10 feet.
I do have an additional 10 feet.
So this one's dead, right?
Yep,
Yep.
go and lay it down.
So, can I get to...
Yeah, easy peasy.
Okay.
actually.
So, then for that one, it was a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And then this is... I have to switch around back to my bear. So the second attack is claws, which is 2d6 plus 6. He's dead.
Oh, yeah. That one, too, also, it's trying to regain and try to get a hold of you, and it also gets smashed, and you start seeing it fly up into the sky and disappear.
This like
Sorry, guys.
flaming spear just appears in his hand.
Okay.
And he's gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Blast.
An oldie but goldie.
Blasting.
And that is a 15 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Smell rich.
Shoulder blast.
2 force damage.
Dose.
2 does significant damage, but it's not fully dead.
Which one did you
It's
hit?
only mostly dead.
I would be hitting that one.
Cool. Finish him off.
Can you scooch to your left a little bit? Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, not your left, your right.
I was like, are you
Okay.
trying to
Oh, my
completely
lord.
block the
I
camera?
know. Perfect. Okay, so it is mostly dead. Next up.
I did my thing.
Okay. Anybody else have any full actions or bonus actions? Anything they're going to use for the first round? All right, Pendleton, you're up.
I'll just step forward to this guy. With advantage for flanking.
Mhm.
Oh, thank God.
And he's prone.
Oh, I didn't know it was problem.
They probably have a low AC. What'd you roll?
What was your highest one?
6.
Add a d4.
Oh,
You're blessed.
10.
10
Did I
hits.
hit him?
Oh.
Oh yeah. There we go. Oh,
I'm a lot
shit.
less scared.
Yeah, the fear is dissipating.
Well,
Unless they're like
until
Elden-
they wake up.
Until they wake up and they
Unless
form like
they're-
a
yeah.
zombie
He's
rat
dead.
king.
Unless they're
11,
like
he's gone.
Elden Ring.
Come on,
Stop
Undead.
smashing down. Is there any
They all
left? I think
become
there's like
whites.
2 left, right?
There's 2
Yeah,
left
there's
in the
2
far
left over
end.
there.
They just get back up until you just keep hitting them again.
But I would like
Or
to use the
Resident
rest of my
Evil.
They have
movement to move as far as I
hyper
can.
armor.
to reach
Resident
the
Evil Undead, they just
How
keep
much
getting
movement
up
do you
until
have?
you blow
Those
their
are
head
in
up.
D&D.
It's
So-
that's terrible.
Is that enough?
Ah, that's good.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, are you doing anything else on yours?
I mean, I raged. Can I still do? Oh, that's a bonus action, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I want to try something I haven't done before, just to try it. I have a dart.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
I think, yeah, it's like one of those like
Yeah,
blow things,
one of
right?
those
Yeah.
blow things, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of like come over here, and because she's seeing that the threat isn't real, that's why she's wanting to try it out, and she's gonna
Perfect time to try something out
blow
here.
dart it.
All right.
Sometimes my hands don't work.
An 11 to hit.
11 hits.
Okay.
Cakewalk.
Just like we drew it up, guys.
5 points of piercing damage.
5 points of piercing damage. It is dead.
Yay!
We're great at this, guys.
Like, this is easy.
Yeah.
We're getting too cocky. Something big is gonna happen.
This is great.
We should be level 3
killing this
soldiers.
Yeah.
Level 2.
Level 2. But Valentine can do this.
No. Level 9.
Level 9.
All right, so there's only one left, and now we're at the top of round. I'm not going to make you guys roll initiative just because.
There's one.
Yeah. So who would like to do the honors at this point? All right. First, raise your hand. Pulls out a first dart, chucks it, just destroys the thing. Again, the body starts to disappear into the sky. You pull out a second dart. I'm
You're
assuming.
going up into the weird cloud shit.
Can I
above
just
us?
run up to it?
I don't like
and
that.
just smack it?
Okay.
I look up.
I'm just
Gonna
gonna
be one of those things.
I'm like staring up and it's just like in my eyes.
We just look up and it's all,
21.
they're all accumulating to
21
this
hits.
one great.
Oh, God.
Where's my D12?
Or something worse. We're completing a ritual.
Oh, that's
Trying
cocked.
to kill those undead. And something.
Is that con too?
Cocked
Okay,
again.
I'm just gonna roll it in here.
This is,
8.
this is summon Asmodeus.
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. It is also dead.
I
You are
crushed
now out of combat, and at this point, Morgana looks up, as well as Thalia.
Yes.
I look up, yes.
And you see that these tendrils are going
You're good.
and being sucked into the ceiling. And the snow is stopped. And now it's beginning again. But it's only raining down in one spot.
Oh boy.
The one that was killed first is now being slowly fed, and it is starting to rebuild itself. It's a very slow process, but you get the impression that maybe in 30 minutes, this thing's going to be back at its full power,
So,
Let's
not
leave.
at its...
question, which one is it?
The first one you guys attacked was over there by the
Wow.
stairs. Yeah.
And it's considered dead.
It's considered non-existent. It's slowly, atom by atom, being placed back together. It's like a toe right now. You see a toe on the ground that is growing.
Take it.
Is
Take
it?
it!
Is
You
it
wanna put it in your pocket?
considered
Don't put it in your pocket.
Not August.
at the
Not
moment?
August. Not August.
At the moment,
Yes?
is it considered a corpse or undead?
It's an excellent question.
It's an item.
It's
For your
more of an
inventory.
item than anything.
Then, yeah. Put it in
Like
your
maybe
bag of
in
holding.
15 minutes, it'll be an undead. It'll be an undead foot hopping around in this room.
Just
That's actually a monster.
just step on it. Smush the toe.
Oh, it starts to cycle all over again.
I think
Start
we
drinking
should
the water.
At this point,
move on.
everybody, regardless of role, hears a child scream
Yeah, let's
from
go.
the room in the other room.
Time to
from
gallop
the-
away.
I
Wait,
am
from the room that I was
sprinting in
looking
that
at?
direction.
What's that?
From like the room that I was looking at in the other room?
Get on,
Or-
Pendleton.
No. From
got places to
the
go.
one right here
Hands
with the
on
okay.
She's gone. She's running.
brazier.
She's right there.
Okay.
All right, you're just gonna burst
I'm
through.
sprinting that direction with
Okay.
no thoughts.
He's walking that direction.
Casual
He's
stroll.
sauntering.
I
Are you-
imagine
Are you on the
I
back
don't-
or are
I'm
you?
ready.
Pendleton,
Can I-
Thalia,
I don't
and
like
Jen are
this
just
room.
I would
don't
like
like this
to
room.
I
like
don't like this room.
collect
like it
the
either, but there's a
remains
screaming
of these
baby.
skeletons
All right,
so
where did we
that
come
they're
out at?
not being drenched.
Oh, there's no remains. They're all turned into ash. They're in
Oh.
the sky.
Yeah, they're all.
But now it's slowly rebuilding one.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And
Yeah.
slowly getting bigger.
Okay.
Where'd we come in from?
You guys are coming in from behind the pillar. So yeah, over there. As you guys run in, go ahead and place your characters there on the sides of that pillar, and I'll explain the room. Because you can't see anything from right there at the entrance. As you come around the corner, what you end up seeing is that this is like the holy of holies of places for this specific temple. You do see three things immediately. Number one, you see the boy. The boy is at the center of that circular area in the middle.
That's a bad place to be.
He's laying down and he's having what looks to be a seizure. His eyes are glowing a very vibrant, like blue almost, like a bluish, greenish kind of a color. And he's having some kind of a fit. To the sides of him, next to him, are two enormous statues.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
The statues are of two women who look as though they're twins.
I don't think that's
Um,
accurate.
One, however, is made of black marble, and the other one is made of white marble, and they are not meeting each other's eyes. So where they would be normally facing this way, they're actually turned away from each other. So even in their peripheral, they're not able to look at one another. But they are looking at a spot where the boy is at. And at the boy's feet, you do see a... I'd like to say a chest, but it's more made of glass. You can see right through it, and you see a number of things inside. You see like writings and scrolls and things like that that are all stuffed inside this 2 foot by 1 foot glass case. And the two stone giants are looking with their peripherally at that and facing away from one another.
You said one is white stone and one is black stone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna like go to the edge of the circle but not step in it. And I want to make a religion check to see if I can figure out what is going on with him and if he's safe to touch and move.
Okay, do a religion check.
Chest safety judging.
Hey, priorities.
That is our priority.
No, human life is more important than money.
In
No.
my eyes, it's just a part of the cycle.
I know, 19.
You've never seen anything like this whatsoever. It is. It looks like possession,
Yeah.
but it also looks like a bridge. Like something is happening. He is acting in a way that is causing him to become some kind of a bridge between two worlds.
Alright, spear in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Before I do this, are you going to stop me? He is turning into something.
Uh-oh.
We don't necessarily know that it's a bad thing, and I don't think killing him is the right
I mean, I don't
choice.
think this is necessarily a good thing.
Have you seen anything in this house? Have your eyeballs just been closed? The
As a
Hamilton's
player,
just like,
we 100% should kill him. Otherwise, he's the big bad.
Talia doesn't think that.
So regarding these statues, do they look similar to the portrait of the woman we saw?
Good
No.
point.
No. Okay.
It's not saloon.
Well, you know what? It was an idea
It was a
that
guy.
I had in my
No.
brain.
I'm
And you
saying
pooped
that
on it.
in
Yeah.
dejection that it's not saloon.
Yeah. No, this. I
I'm
feel like this
dejected
was a
because
holy
it's
place,
not.
but it is not anymore.
Everybody roll initiative.
Or not. Or not.
So, roll initiative through the app if you can, and then it'll auto-populate for me. As you pull out your spear and are debating fighting something, the
Oh,
light
come on. I can't even roll
lights
on
up
this.
in both of their eyes.
Neither can
Shame.
And they both turn and look at you guys. But you
I don't
notice
like
that
Or
they
not.
are not looking at the child whatsoever.
Or not.
The app just gave me a nat 1. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I rolled
don't
an
like that.
18, 19,
All right.
30,
What would
20 in actual dice. Actual
I
dice.
would have gotten a 14 if I rolled my net.
So we have a 4, a 2, a 5, another 5,
I vetoed the app.
Hey, I'm
and
good.
then
I
an
don't know
18 and a
about-
12.
I agree with
I have
you,
a minus
though.
1 dex too.
Good for you.
I
Alrighty, so because you were not expecting for these two giants to start activating and moving, both of them have first round.
Oh.
I carried this long sword of warning, and anybody within 30 feet of me cannot be surprised.
Excellent. You're not surprised,
Nice.
but you're also not going first in combat.
No, I didn't figure that out before, but as long as we're not surprised, then that is no.
I have
Go ahead
this
and place
special feat
your
called,
minis
first
on
combat.
this side of the pillar so that you can see.
Put me like
So they,
right,
Right there.
in the middle,
Activated
right
and
in front of the
move?
circle.
What's that?
They activated and moved?
Yep.
They move.
Where do you want to be?
As far away
Why are
from
you always
I would
standing
like to
right
be as
behind me?
close to the circle as possible.
because I figure if they throw something, it'll hit you first.
I hate how there's a swarm of like
And you have
roaches
armor
right
on.
there.
I do have
I know.
armor.
Me too.
No,
Is
like,
it-
that really bugs me.
Yeah, it
all
bugs
bugs
you.
you?
Where would you like to be, Pendleton?
Roaches that are swarming. right
I'm just
Oh
on
no,
top of
those are
Xanadar.
mine.
Are you riding the back for now?
Yeah,
there.
AP.
Like Pigpen from
AP.
the
Are we
As
still
per
so? Are we still raging? Because it's been less than a minute, or do we have to re-rage?
You should stab yourself as you're doing
Because I'm such a nice DM and you're only level 3, I'm going to allow you guys to keep the rage that you guys had before.
Do they keep the
You're
bless?
welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh,
If
good.
you haven't used your bless, you may continue. You may use it still. Yes.
That was a
So.
waste of a bless.
No, bless is continuous for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Never mind then.
yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's
August.
just a plus.
They're running
D4
for you.
Plus
or whatever.
D4 to attack rolls and save.
Wait,
Um,
so it doesn't when you
Go
use
ahead
it,
and
it
move
doesn't.
doesn't-
both
it's
of
not like
them
bardic
30
inspiration,
feet
you can use it
towards
every time.
your direction.
That's so cool.
I have no
Bless is
idea
awesome.
how far
Bless is pretty cool.
anything
Bless
is
is awesome.
here.
Oh, let me go ahead and throw a. Dun, dun, dun.
So
Use
this-
a real
this circle
map
just
instead of
counts
this
as
one.
one
No.
Oh.
5-foot
Yeah.
square.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you. I was like, that's really dizzying.
Okay, we're not going to use the grid that's on the ground. We're going to use this one instead. And I'll leave it kind of bright so you guys can see that.
Are they moving specifically towards you?
Yep.
Yep.
So then you move
Yeah,
30
come
feet.
closer. Get closer. Let me smite
And
you.
if they run somebody over, they run somebody over.
Oh,
They moved
Oh,
30
boy.
feet, and the closest person to getting run over was the kid, and we don't really care about him.
They the only reason they didn't hit the kid is because they're not stepping on the
Chest.
glass chest. They're avoiding the glass chest, but they are running straight towards you. As they're running, you see that one of them picks something up out of itself and throws it.
oh.
That first one coming at you is it's 24 to hit. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
Excellent. You take 10 damage
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
as a piece of itself gets thrown at you.
Lightning strikes it.
Excellent. We're going to call the one that is on this side A. We're going to call this one over here on my left B. A is the one that went through that at you. So what is the lightning damage that you're giving it? As you're doing that, B is also going to take the same thing and do the same thing to you as well.
Hurry, roll your lightning before you die.
It takes 17 damage.
Excellent. As it strikes and hits this, you see the same smoke almost that's come off all the undead start to float up into the skies, but then you also start seeing everything starting to rain down. That same things down onto these things, and you see that it's slowly but surely repairing them as they are attacking you. Had you not done this, they would have repaired in the other room, and now they're repairing here. So the second attack is a total of 12 to hit.
Misses.
As you see this big boulder of black marble out of its chunks of its side is thrown, and it barely misses, flies past you. Both of these attacks are now done. Thalia, you're seeing these things, and the thing is right in front of you.
And
What are you gonna
real quick, because I casted a first level spell, I can fly and some more,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna come a little closer. All right.
Okay.
Where's the chest?
At the very middle. Let's go ahead and put.
I can put a little guy on
Oh
there.
yeah, you can put like the D something or other right in the middle there.
How far away from that? If I were to skirt around that bastard so I don't take an opportunity attack.
Wait, what do you want to do?
I want to skirt around the statue.
This way?
Yeah, go like
So,
an arc.
like
Can I
5,
get to the
10,
chest?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
And what is it if I go just straight?
5, 10,
You can go right underneath
15.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Pendleton, you're gonna up next, followed by Morgana, followed by
I don't know what
Xander.
to do in this
And they
Followed by
deliberately
August.
avoided the
If we
chest, didn't
combine
they?
our movement,
Yes.
you can get there, because I can move us.
Then I can
Hold on.
disengage.
Yep. But then you have to wait for my
Oh.
last.
Forgot I have those. I'm going to sidestep this way,
Okay.
like 15 feet maybe,
Okay.
just so I can get a clear line of shot on
Like
it.
here?
Yeah, and I'm gonna chuck a javelin at the chest.
Ooh.
Oh, at the chest.
Chest to destroy it.
Ooh. Okay.
Is it gonna be really good or really bad?
Yes, that is correct.
Roll to hit.
A 9.
A 9.
That was a 1.
No, it
You
wasn't a 1.
pick up the javelin, and as you're throwing it, you see that the giant that's next to you looks
No, I
and
didn't
sees
look
you.
myself.
and it sees the javelin that you're holding, and it recognizes you. And you are just thrown by this, that you throw it as fast as you can. It doesn't hit the boy, it doesn't hit the javelin, but it does hit in front of it and kind of spear off.
Talking of free action?
Absolutely.
Hit the chest! Don't hit the big guys, hit the chest.
Yeah,
And that will be
that's
the
our
end of my
plan.
turn.
That's the plan.
Yeah, go for the chest. Don't go for the inkillable statues.
Okay. Pendleton, you're up.
So I have to wait for you to get me there, right?
Yeah. So if we're gonna combine our movement, it's
Okay.
whoever's.
Ever's the second person, so
Yep.
then that means you're gonna go after Xander. Yes. You can hold on to your movement until after him.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can use your actions to meet him.
Or you can move now.
I'm gonna hang out here.
You're gonna hang out. Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, so we're moving you down underneath Xander. Okay. Morgana, you're up.
It's just for this round, though, right?
All right.
I feel like we're close.
I will cast onto the chest.
Okay.
Chill touch.
Okay. Once again, you see the skeletal hand pop out from the ground and start going towards it. As you see that, you see again that waving of the black tendrils flying from it as it hits the chest. Go ahead and just do a regular... You don't have to do a regular roll for that, right? It's a save?
For the chill touch, I roll it.
Okay. Go for it. It's a roll to hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. 25.
25. You hit it squarely. The hand goes right around it and starts to squeeze, and you can start hearing the cracking of the glass. Go ahead and roll for damage.
D8. And I believe I double it.
Ooh. Oh, man.
I don't like that. What's going on?
Okay.
I don't like that shit at all.
That's fine. That's fine.
Raging stone golems.
It's gonna
I'm
take.
thinking more like apocalyptic nightmares.
Sorry. Okay, yeah. It's gonna take 4 damage.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
It. No.
I don't like
As soon
whatever
as you
happens.
hear the crack, you see the boy, and he looks over in your general direction.
Oh,
And he yells out, "Help me! Save me! Help me! Hurry!" And this is the first time that you've seen him actually move. It's
Yeah.
supposed to just
Yeah.
be working through convulsions. Okay, yeah. So that's your turn. Morgana, now it's Xander, and then followed quickly by Pendleton.
All right. So I am gonna charge 40 feet. So 5, 10.
Do you have any weapons out, by the way?
He's a bear.
He's a
Oh,
bear.
you're a bear. Okay, yeah. Never mind.
30, 35. All right. I would like to pick him up and then dash away with 40 feet. Can I do that?
Yes, you can. It's a contested strength check.
Is our goblin captain still on your back?
Yes.
Yes.
So
That's the whole reason we have
before I dash, can she jump off?
Yeah,
Pen's gonna.
you can jump off at any point there.
Pen's gonna backflip off.
So you're there, and then I'm like. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I think that's 40 feet. Yeah.
If it's
Roll
like
for
40-ish
strength.
feet.
What was it?
Roll for strength.
Oh, roll a strength.
Get advantage because
I get advantage because he's prone, and then I have a 19 strength as a bear.
Okay.
I shouldn't
You just rolled 2
screw this up.
Nice. Nice.
14.
14. You pick him up and you start to run, and as you're running, you realize there's a strong force that's tying him to this chest. You're able to get the distance, but you can't ignore the magnetic force that's between the boy and the chest.
So it's like dragging us back.
Yeah, I mean, you're still able to make your distance, but you're like you're heaving this kid. Like that's your action is to hold on to him and not let him go. If you let him go, he would slide straight back towards that chest.
That'd be pretty funny though.
So I'm just gonna like use my body in between him and the chest.
Okay. Anything else?
That is my action.
Pendleton, you're up.
Cool.
Followed by
Pendleton's
August.
gonna,
Come off of Xanadar
Mhm.
with her sword and just down on the chest, and I rolled a 2 17s to hit.
Ooh.
Wait, 17, 21.
21. Okay, you hit both times. Roll for damage.
I just hit it a little bit, guys.
Just a little bit.
It's okay. Wait, and I had a 4?
No, you add it to the hit, not the
Oh
damage.
shit, well, add another
Higher
4 of
than
those hits.
Okay. Yeah, that's. You definitely squarely hit the box does not move.
11 on the first hit.
The
Okay.
box does not damage.
14 on the second hit.
The whole thing explodes in the just shards of glass everywhere. You also know that there is this enormous pressure that was inside the chest that you couldn't see from the outside. And as it happens, everybody gets knocked prone as
Okay.
this pressure just expands out everywhere. Matter of fact, even the snow that's coming down and healing these golems stops and gets pushed away.
Am I able to disengage before that happens?
No. You all are now prone,
Yay.
Including the
The
golems?
including the golems.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm gonna choose for the wait. We don't want this one to fall onto Pendleton, so it has to fall. Yep, there we go. That
Fell perfectly
There
to
you
the
go.
right.
It's all part of the plan.
Well, if the chest exploded, they would.
They would.
Yeah.
They
It's
would
like-
actually fall the other way.
Just like
but
we
it's
wrote
fine.
it up, guys.
August.
Half my movement to get up.
Okay.
What am I seeing in this post explosion?
As the explosion happened, it's almost like everybody's vision just went black for like a few seconds, not just one. Like your vision just went completely gone, and now you're like rubbing your eyes. It's almost like there's dirt in your eyes as everything starts to calm itself. At which point now it's the same as it was. The boy is no longer writhing. He's passed out completely. There's no longer a pull on him to the chest, and yeah, that's it. And there's no more snow coming from the sky, from the ceiling.
The box is effectively shattered.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
But the contents of it are all over the
Still
place,
there.
and they're undamaged.
Cool.
What are they?
Wait, not to cut through the papers.
Like a book, scrolls,
We
I
need
like
those
use,
for
like-
grandma.
odds and ends.
I used like the flat side of my sword.
Yes.
Okay.
Are the golems moving like to get up?
Yes, they're gonna get up.
Awesome.
Well, shit.
15. I'm gonna move 15. My sword's gonna catch on fire
Okay.
because that is a searing smite,
Ooh, we can do that.
and then let me take
It
that
is
out.
prone.
Oh yeah.
Is that A or is that B?
Huh?
Is that the first one or the second one?
I-
A or B?
Second.
I
Second
think
one?
it's B because A
B.
is this one, so
Yeah.
B. Is,
All right, on B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then booming blade.
Okay.
So I'm going to make an attack. That is a 17 to hit it.
17 hits.
Perfect. It's going to.
It's prone. Do you get advantage?
Oh, yeah, that is correct. I do get advantage because it's prone.
Just in
Mhm.
case it's a nat 20.
Yeah.
18.
Still hits. What's your damage?
It's better.
It's better.
A lot.
And Kashara's up next.
Where is my 8?
Who's up next?
Perfect. It is going to take. Let me get back to that. 13 slashing damage, 5 fire damage, and 5 thunder damage. And if it moves, it takes an additional D8 fire damage.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Kashara, you're up.
Okay. Half my movement to get up, so that's 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm gonna use my great axe.
Okay.
on this guy. 21 to hit.
21 hits. You're hitting A?
Yes.
Okay.
That is 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Smash comes straight down on top of it. Before it can really fully get up to its full strength again.
Yes.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. It is now its turn. A stands up fully, which is the one that you just hit.
Is it still regenerating?
Yes.
Oh.
No. They're no longer regenerating.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
So it uses all of its actions to stand up. It's got Pendleton and you standing next to it, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to take one attack.
Well, Pendleton's 10 feet away from it. I'm 5.
It has a 10-foot reach.
No, of course it does.
It's a large creature. So it's going to... Actually, let's have the two of you guys roll. Roll 2d20s to see who's going to get the attack.
Oh. Each of us roll
Highest,
2d20s?
high roll
No,
wins.
just roll one.
You got an 8?
3.
What'd you get?
3.
8.
Who turns around and smashes you now?
Why?
You attack the box.
I rolled more better! I was
And
going
it
to say, I feel
turns
like...
and it smashes down on Tom. This is going to be for 12 points of damage.
Wait. What did it use to hit me?
It's fists. This is bludgeoning damage.
Is that considered melee?
It is.
Uh-oh.
Hit below the belt.
All of these hits are below the belt.
I am going to parry that attack.
Oh, nice.
Crazy.
I would like to know how.
Yeah, please.
Describe it, please.
Just like, ah! And I imagine she like puts her sword up to like try and stop most of the blow. And I have
It's
what?
like when you try to squish something and it kind of jumps out to the side.
Yeah.
Did you ever see what happens?
She like
Parries
is
it
like rolling
and roll
over and like
blind. No.
scrambling away.
Have you ever seen Advent of the Children?
A long time ago.
Do you remember the scene?
Probably not.
Do you remember the scene where Sephiroth,
I'm gonna reduce
before he
that
becomes
by-
Sephiroth, is like on the ground and like Cloud is
8.
going like
That hit
Mach
by 8.
10,
And he just goes like
and he
4
just
damage.
poosh, and just catches him.
I don't remember.
Like,
the first
doesn't
time where you
move a
said
It
muscle.
like
4
bends the
4 damage.
whole building.
There you
Yeah, that's what I imagined happened.
go. How much damage does the second one take for standing up?
Oh, right. 6 thunder damage.
6 thunder damage. So you hear this damage happen as it just crawls back up, doesn't even stop, and it goes to attack. Actually, you're right in front of it, right?
I am.
All right, it's going to take another swing at you. That is a 15 to hit.
Miss is a.
Oh man, it's
Oh,
that
my
boom
goodness.
that like got it as he was coming down. You see the rocks and everything around you are just demolished, and it could have been you, but no. Thalia, you're back up again.
I will stand up, and then I will move right next to you on the first one.
Where are you?
I am right
Right
with
here?
you. Yeah. So I'll go right next to Kishara, and I will hit A. I will try to hit A. 13?
13 does not hit.
I hate my life. I don't think I have a bonus action that would be useful.
Morgana, you're going to be up next.
Does anyone have any loss of hit points?
Yeah.
I lost them.
How much?
4.
Same here, actually.
You guys are not next to each other.
That's my turn.
All right, Morgana. Up next, Xander.
Where are you?
Where
are
am
you
I?
Are you?
I'm
is
still
right in front.
sleeping.
Are you
She's still
sleeping?
prone in the back.
Yeah.
The fact that you were carry that was even more amazing. Now
You're
I'm
laying on your
remembering
back.
that you're prone.
And she's wearing a big ass.
Captain Hook hat.
She looks like she belongs like the conductor of a train powered by confetti. This does not look like an
Okay.
adventure.
I'm gonna cast
Powered by confetti.
Wither and Bloom
Okay.
here. On him, Mr. B,
Okay.
and on Ian there.
What?
It won't damage
okay.
you.
Looks like, what are you doing?
So
Like what?
he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Constitution. All right, let's see it. I rolled 21.
Oh.
Well,
Are you sure?
Are you
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure it wasn't 12?
You sure
Wasn't
it
that one?
wasn't?
It was really close to a rolling a 2, but I didn't.
You sure it wasn't a crit fail?
Are you sure? Okay. Well, he still gets damage done. Can I
Okay.
roll number d6?
This is B, right?
Yeah. How many d6s do you need?
One more.
Maybe 2 more.
8.
8?
8. Hold on. So that's 4. Okay. So he takes 4 damage
Okay.
of necrotic damage.
Okay.
You get to roll your hit dice with an addition of 4 and have that in either health or temporary.
Ooh,
That's
very
pretty cool.
nice. Anything else? That's you.
That's not me. I would like to get up.
I would like to get up.
Then I would like to stand.
And then I'm about to go 5, 10, 15.
Excellent. Xander, you're up.
All right. I stand up, and then I would like to flank,
Nice.
and then
So get advantage.
we're gonna get advantage. And first, I'm going to bite the stone bowl because
That seems smart.
I'm a bear.
That seems wise. Bite him.
see that work.
Bear brain.
So that's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
So it's a D8 plus 6. 11 points of damage.
So you run up and you sink your teeth into this marble. And you realize as you do that the marble is just as delicate and as breakable as all the doors, all the floors, all those things. And your teeth actually sink into it and you actually spit out like globs of dirt. Whatever's been decaying this place has been decaying these things as well.
Dusty.
Perfect. So since that worked so well, I'm going to try to take the rest of the foot off with a claw.
Nice.
Oh.
That'd be awesome.
Nope.
No.
Nope. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh boy.
I did that earlier. It was
with
the worst thing
advantage.
ever.
You're just so shocked at the fact you got all this sawdust basically, it feels like, in your mouth. And you keep spitting it out and it kind of stops you from continuing your fury. Pendleton, you're up. Followed by August.
Would you consider just doing a quick sweep of all that stuff into my bag?
Oh, yeah.
Like a bonus action? Or like an action?
An action.
Oh, well, phooey. I'll stand up. And I'm gonna move directly behind our friend so that I can
Yes.
flank.
Thank you.
Yes, you're all welcome. I know I'm the best. So my first hit, that's not even a d20. Autism is autisming. Hey, second hit,
Okay.
natural 20.
Ooh,
Nice.
double your dice. All right, let's see it.
Nice.
Don't fail me.
Max damage. Max damage. Ah!
Cute.
Dice don't fail me now.
12. And then do I double what I rolled?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 24.
24 damage.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you
Wait.
going after A or B?
A. But
A.
wait for it.
Okay.
I am also
Ooh, here she
going
comes.
to use
Bringing it all out.
a precision attack
Okay.
and add a superiority die to it.
Okay.
Yes.
Add 7.
An additional 7?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to use my Fury of the Small and add another 2.
Yes.
Alright, so you start hacking away at this thing, and you start seeing that large portions of this once very strong marble thing is now just mostly crumbled. It looks bloodied if it were a other kind of a creature. Well done very much.
Can I?
There's more?
There's
You know,
more.
I'm not-
But wait, there's
There's
more.
There's more. Can I action surge and attack him again?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Would, yeah.
Absolutely.
You could do that.
Now's the moment.
Holy shit. That looks disappointing.
Did you roll with
Wait.
advantage?
No, I took
And
an
you
action.
have
I
bless.
have 2 attacks for action.
Oh,
You also
add your bless.
And I didn't roll. I didn't roll with advantage on that first
No,
one.
roll with advantage and add your bless.
Oh, that'd be a 19 plus
Yep.
5,
Plus
whatever.
That hits.
So first hit is a
Plus
19.
big numbers.
Oh my
big
gosh.
numbers.
Equal bigger numbers. Which equals big number.
Oh, the other hit is also going to be a 19 plus whatever.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, so both of these things hit. So from the back side, you see just these
Fucking crazy.
parts of marble just flying out, and you hear this raging.
You just hear her cussing and carrying on. She's like,
Take this, you fucking wank.
fuck you, you wanker!
Great.
Take out one of his toes.
The first hit's going to do 8 damage,
8.
right? No, 6. Yeah, 8 damage.
Okay, first hit is 8 damage. The second damage.
So is it? I just rolled a 2 one time, right? I don't know why I'm asking. I feel like you.
What?
For
was
great
the
weapon
Yeah,
fighting.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so if you roll 1s and 2s, you can reroll them once, but you have to pick a new number.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I just rolled another 2. So another 8 damage.
Another 8 damage.
But
Yeah, this thing is barely holding on.
fuck it. Fury of the
Um,
Small. Again.
Fury of the Small. Oh, you get an additional 2 on that?
Yeah!
All right, Fury of the Small. You scream, and another piece of it just kind of falls off to the side. All right, after Pendleton, it's August. Go.
Who said
Awesome.
I was done? No.
Oh, I keep
Wait, there's
fighting.
even more.
Pendleton.
Another booming blade.
Okay.
Rolling with advantage. That was not good. 12.
No, does not hit.
However, I will.
She's just covered in dust.
Yes. This is
She looks
very
like a fucking
dirty
coke
gremlin
addict.
in the back.
I'm going to cast Hex on it
Oh, nice.
and fly back 10 feet. That does not trigger opportunity attacks.
Oh, nice. Okay. Any other choices? Or is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Kashara, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to hopefully try to finish off what Pendleton has started.
Oh, here he goes.
Oh, wait, but I have the
Advantage.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh wait,
Advantage
yeah,
and bless.
Advantage.
Okay. Oh, that was not great.
Oh.
6, 7, 13 to hit.
No, 13 does not hit. Is that it? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But don't worry. It's turn now to hit.
Oh, great.
And it's coming after you.
Oh,
Parry it again.
Actually, it's going to go after Pendleton because Pendleton did
Yeah.
hella damage.
That makes sense.
parry it.
Parry it again.
Parry.
As hard as it possibly can, and twists and turns, and it tries to strike at you, and
Reaction shield.
it gets 17 to hit.
It does not hit me, and I'm gonna riposte.
Oh,
Kill it.
nice.
Kill it, Dad.
Pendleton for the win. Yeah, so it tries to smash at you as you just, like fencing, right? Riposte.
Yeah.
As you just knock away its pitiful.
I like how this goblin is like going toe to toe
Literally
to
so
this
little.
like colossal
Large,
giant.
colossal creature. That's amazing.
It's gonna be a 22 hit.
Oh my
22 hits.
Kill him.
Get him
Oh
with
man,
fire.
this could be it right
Kill
here.
12.
12 damage. You knock out the legs from underneath it as it's reaching for you, and so its head comes straight down right next to you as you look it right in its eyes before you do the final blow and chop off its head.
Nice.
The whole body and everything with it falls to the ground. The whole thing now
I just look at you.
tries to float up to the sky, but it's having difficulty. It's not being able to do it as easily as
I stand on I stand on top of it. That is not a joke. Pendleton is gonna climb up on top of it. Clamber
Just
style.
keep stabbing him.
The other one is going to swing at Xander.
Stabbing.
Xander, that's a 24 to hit.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
No.
And that is a 15 points of damage. as
what
this
type
thing
of
comes
damage
down
is it?
straight down on top of you. That is bludgeoning damage.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, I'm not very good in wisdom.
I didn't think you would be.
Oh, I
Ooh, but I
forgot
still
to
rolled an 18.
Damn it!
do the ability score that it has disadvantage on the ability checks.
Oh,
Is
It
wisdom?
has disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
do you round up or down for having?
Up.
Up. Take 8 points of radiant damage.
Oh,
As
very
I relieve the
nice.
So I take 8 points of regular damage too.
And what was that
So
from?
not burn.
That is a class ability where you can make them make a wisdom saving throw and then basically they take the same damage back.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you're up again.
I'm going to move to the other one to flanking position with
Help
Xanadar.
me.
And I'm gonna smash. Hail!
Smash it real good.
Smash it real good. I rolled a
Do the big bomb.
16.
16 hits.
Thank God!
Just hits.
Thank God I'm gonna smite at the first level.
Get smote.
Big smote. I've been trying to smite all session.
What kind of smite is it? What
Just
flavor
a
is
Give it
it?
everything.
Well, actually.
Whatever you got, man,
Actually,
just
I have
pour it
some other
on.
smites. Let me look at them.
You have fearful smite?
I have. No, I don't have fearful smite yet. I don't have
think
it yet.
can be affected by fear.
I'm gonna do a wrathful smite.
All right. You're feeling kind of wrathful at the
I
moment.
am a little bit out of character. I am. Make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, here it comes. Ho ho, 4.
Yeah. It is frightened of me.
Oh.
Until the spell ends, and it lasts up to a minute. And it also takes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 18, 21, 21 damage.
Ooh, it is also falling apart at the seams.
Ooh.
It looked like the other one. But before it was time for it to go.
Love to see it.
All right, Morgana.
My turn now. Do you have any special rule about going diagonal?
Yes.
What is that?
If it's not to my advantage, then you cannot go down. No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. So I am going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nice.
Right there. As my movement.
Morgana
As
swings up to the front, sliding as fast as she possibly can. Horns aflame.
as my reaction,
Okay.
because he has entered 10 feet of me.
No, you can't do that. He's
do you
got to
mean?
enter 10 feet of you.
If
not-
Not
the
it's
other way
just
around.
if something enters 10 feet of me while it is active,
Oh, no.
which is always.
That's a.
I think it means when it walks up to you.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a DM thing.
Yeah, it's got to enter your range as a reaction. Boo, DM.
Yeah, because I don't think you can take a reaction on your turn, too.
Did he ruin your plan?
Would you like to rethink your decisions?
No.
No.
What would you like to do?
Give Pendleton your turn. She'll finish it.
Xander is up next, and then Pendleton is following up.
Maybe it can kill it.
I believe in you. You got this, homie.
I have the abilities.
Morgana's
Can I
got
argue your logic for a little bit?
this. No.
Because there's a legit reason.
Okay, what's the reason?
Because there's constantly a 10-foot radius of spores that are affecting things.
That does
It's not
Because
a.
you've laid down the spores earlier.
It's a natural thing that is always in effect. If something is within 10 feet of me,
You know what? I'll
It
allow
touches
it
the
this time.
spores.
I'll think about it again for the next
Does it
round.
affect us?
no.
Because it's just hostile creatures, right?
Oh yeah.
It's hostile, yeah.
Okay.
I'll let it slide for today, and then I'll talk more about it later on. We'll see if we'll do it
Okay.
for features.
Pendleton is always hostile.
Okay.
Hostile with everybody else.
Two allies and enemies alike.
In that case, then Halo of Spores gets activated. Because
Okay.
of the 10 feet. And because I did Symbiotic Entity, it is double that damage.
Oh my goodness.
Also, oh no, wait.
As the
hold on.
DM
Stealing
starts
your
to
kill.
regret his decisions.
Can I take it back?
It's okay. He deserves it.
Double the dice.
I'll
Sorry,
you
not
share
the
my
dice.
kill.
Okay,
Double the dice.
start rolling some damage then with your spores, right?
Of this halo of spores, which is just a D4. So I just
And
get
you
to roll
cast
2
that on this
D4s.
area before, and it's entering your spores
Yeah.
area, so it kind of makes a little bit more sense to me.
Yeah.
You need a dice. Don't like. You don't even need to ask.
Thank you.
Oh boy, that's a 4.
If you're gonna throw them across the room, though, then you have to that's the rule.
The goal is to get it in the tray.
Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to have you do a con save. Sorry.
Constitution saving throw. 15. I beat it.
Then it just does 5 damage.
Okay.
Then, what I'm gonna do after that is I'm going to use my bonus action from my racial feat
Okay.
to use face step to return back over
Nice.
here.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Then it needs to make a check.
And Xander, you're up next.
All right.
You got this, buddy.
And where does it say that? I know it says it somewhere. And over this, not that way direction, this way direction. Do a charisma saving throw.
Oh, there you go.
Charisma
like they
saving
suck
throws
at
are so
charisma.
weird.
8.
They are weird.
It is charmed by me.
But
if
that
it
makes
can
sense.
be.
Oh, it cannot be charmed.
Damn it.
Then
Oh my god!
I'm going to use my action to cast Chill Touch on it.
I forgot that wasn't an action.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
no.
That was just
None of these were actions.
Holy
Movement and
cow.
bonus
Nice. All right, roll for damage for Shield
Oh
Touch.
my goodness.
Shield Touch has been doing well for you,
Yeah.
Oh
Condolences.
man.
except for now. I'm
Deepest
assuming.
condolences.
My deepest condolences. That's not the good thing. That's okay.
That's the first time I've seen it roll under a 15.
I know.
With him, at least.
No, I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can only do 3 people.
So
at
as
this
your
level.
spectral hand goes out towards it,
Yeah.
it looks like the tendrils rip your spell apart. It doesn't even reach the golem.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, that's
Um,
fine because from an I'm sorry.
Xander, you're up.
Take it
Followed
away,
by Pendleton is
buddy.
up next.
All right.
Fight,
So
fight,
first-
fight, 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 fight.
I'm gonna bite its ankle.
Yeah.
All right, going at its
Punch,
ankle.
punch.
Oh, it also can't regain hit points.
So
Oh yeah, I
that's,
couldn't either.
that's a
That's
17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right.
Go, buddy.
We're gonna do a D8
Another mouthful of
plus 6. So
disintegrating marble.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay.
And then we're gonna try claws this time. So that is a 22 to hit.
Oh, 22 hits.
And then that one is 2d6 plus 6. So 9 plus 6 is 15.
15. Well done. You bite through this thing, and knowing that this is going to be filled with raw sawdust, basically, you spit it out quickly and take another 2 swipes as it falls to the ground and shatters and falls silent. You are now out of combat.
Nice.
Yippee. Pendleton wants to look at the document.
I'm sprinting to the child.
The child is passed out
Priorities.
completely.
Priorities.
However,
forgot he was
you're
here.
able to see the eyes a lot more succinctly. They are like a crystal blue.
Okay.
As you're looking at that, I want everybody else in the room to do a perception check.
Sure does smell good in here.
Sure does smell good.
15.
15.
Are you doing okay over here?
8. No, you don't see it. You see it.
18.
Yes.
You got a 10.
Nope.
19.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't roll. Natural 20.
Everybody hears. Who's looking at the
Let it go.
The
Let it go.
items.
Who's saying what?
You're looking at the items?
I am.
All right, so the 2 of you do a quick perception check. That's in addition to those.
Natural 20.
Excellent. So you definitely see this.
10.
10. You're looking at the words on these scrolls. There's lots of words, but the thing is that your eyes can't focus on them. Like the symbols keep shifting in a way that's you're not able to read it for whatever reason, and it's almost making you like dizzy and sick to your stomach. the more you focus in on this. Pendleton, you pick up like a book and like a chalice and that kind of stuff, some like objects, holy objects. You start putting them into your bag, and as you grab what looks like a shard of glass, like decorative glass, you pick it up, and as you pick it up and look at it, you see something looking back at you.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's fucking terrifying. Cool.
Yes.
What does this thing look like?
You're not really sure. Like, its image seems to shift and change, but you can make out the eyes. The eyes are the same eyes that you saw in the previous room that were attached to the wall.
Of the lady?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Everybody else who I said succeeded that last roll hears from the boy's lips, "It's about time. I've been waiting for this."
Yeah, you should have kept the boy.
Fuck no, fuck no, fuck no. Oh boy.
The whole entire room seems to grow darker
Before
and darker.
it grows dark, can I kill him?
So nonchalant.
You can certainly try.
I want to cast
I
Sanctuary.
want
on
to
him.
tap the glass.
No!
What's that?
Like tap it.
He's actively fighting us.
That he is innocent. We
As
could
soon
try
as
to
you-
save him.
As soon as
He's
you tap
possessed.
the glass shifts a little bit,
You
right?
could still save a
Which means
possessed
it
person.
reflects a
with
different part of the
prisoner
room, and when it returns
Can I
back
take
to
my
you,
action to
she's
kill
gone.
her?
I'm thinking solely right now.
Magic missile.
As soon as you cast magic missile, it
I don't think Sanctuary.
it looks like it's going straight for him and it's going to destroy him,
Magic missile pretty much hits
but
anything.
something makes it like almost like a shield
except
around
for
him. It
shielding.
hits the
Yeah,
sides.
shield is the only thing. Oh,
Well,
but it doesn't
sounds
matter.
like that's what happened anyways.
As that happens and the explosion happens around him, you see him open his eyes, like really open his eyes for him, and he's like, "What's going on? Where's my dad?"
He's showing weakness. Do it now.
I'm walking
Stop.
towards him with my sword drawn. I
Talia
just starts like
is
hissing.
standing
Like,
up, pulling her own sword, is standing in front of the child. Do not.
why do you refuse to kill our enemy?
He's clearly still alive in there.
When will he reawaken?
I think that we're missing something and we should look around before we just start murdering children.
At this point, when you're staring each other down, you realize your eyes are blue.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Wait.
And as you look
I didn't
around,
realize your eyes were that.
all of your eyes are starting to turn the same blue as this kid's.
Can
Kill
I
him
go?
quick.
Can I go?
Yeah,
I don't
I'll-
want to walk away from this kid.
I
though.
stand with him.
I'm going to do everything in my power to kill this thing.
The room itself has grown twice as dark as when you started the conversation, and you can hear things in the dark. The darkest places of the room are starting to move.
I want to call out to
Kill him quick.
Pendleton and ask what you found in the chest.
I found some scrolls that we can't read because the words are like movie, which is not great for us because I didn't do that great in school.
Let me look at it.
But hold on.
Wait, okay.
I'm pretty sure that words are not supposed to shift on a page. That's not how ink
Well,
works.
it might just be a language you can't read.
But the words are like physically moving.
But it happens
Real
sometimes.
quick,
Happens sometimes.
I'm going to shift my hex
But anyway,
as a
I
bonus
found
action
a chalice
to the
and
kid.
a book,
Okay.
Yes.
a piece of
yes.
glass, and I looked at the glass and I saw the lady from the other room on the wall. She was looking at me, and then I tapped it, and she went away.
Can you bring
Throw the
me
water on him.
one of the texts so I can see if I can
I'm
read
just
it?
like,
It does the
And
same
I'm,
thing, it's spinning.
I'm walking
Almost.
up. Does it shield itself from me?
Yes.
So
Like,
there's
no
a barrier.
No spells are landing on this kid. As it does, you're seeing the barrier itself. Specifically with Hex, because Hex is more of a like a blanket kind of
Yeah.
idea. And you see the outline of whatever it is. It's protecting him. And do a religion check.
Oh, damn it.
You can do a religion check too. Anybody who's next to the child can make.
Oh, that was funny!
Nice. I got a 19.
I got a natural 22.
We're so smart.
The three of you see the exact same thing. It's the same kind of dust that these things in this whole place have been like turning themselves into is surrounding the boy. And it's taking on the shape of stars. Like you can see like different stars that are like almost like constellations that are around him on him.
Can I see a way around it, or is it just all encompassing?
It's just all encompassing. It's all around
I
him.
want to turn to the child. Does he look like himself, or like maybe the other thing that was
No,
speaking to us?
he's just like himself.
I'm gonna cast Primal Savagery and see if that gets through.
As you
We haven't tried any melee attacks yet.
As soon as you try to do that, again, you see lots of the sand that's in this room coalesce and stop you from harming him.
So he seems pretty untouchable.
I'm going to cast
What if-
Detect Magic. What school of magic is this?
Divine.
Oh
Divine.
boy, Talia's gonna go to the center of the circle where the chest was and try to, I guess pray would be the right word, and try to reach out to whatever divine energy is here.
Roll a d20 to see how much you can resist.
Resist what? Resist fucking what?
What am I resisting?
What am I resisting?
Oh, well, my friend. Oh,
I rolled a 2.
Excellent. You are quickly overwhelmed.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Because you're not talking to one god, you're talking to two.
I figured.
Commit seppuku.
And neither of them
Do it now.
neither of them are your god.
Yeah.
You see the statues. You see the ladies. They're twins.
Yeah.
And you recognize one of them immediately. It's
Saloon.
Saloon.
Saloon. She's the one that's in white.
Yeah.
And her sister is the one that's in black.
Shar.
Char.
And it's Shar.
Char.
And they both look at you and say, "You've ruined everything. You have destroyed everything."
Am I capable of speaking back to them, or am I too overwhelmed?
You are so overwhelmed because now they're just yelling at you.
I'm having trauma! Flashback! PTSD!
Oh my god! Look what you did!
I'm disappointed in my dad all over again.
Protect the child and run now. Like, it's overwhelming. You've never heard of Shar and Saloon
Yeah.
being on the same page on
Ever.
anything.
Yeah, that's really weird.
And they're both saying to you, take the child and run. And as you hear this, you're brought back into reality and you're facing the back end of this room as a tentacle is reaching
About the
through
freaking what?
that is about as
What?
thick as a horse.
What?
And
Oh
only
my
getting
God.
thicker and longer as it's reaching out and trying to slap and destroy everything in this room.
We need to fucking go. Grab the kid and go.
I mean, I can do that.
I'm sure you could move him.
No, I mean, I can make things grab
Oh, or
Not in tentacle form, in plant.
does someone have the kid?
He does.
Is that ours?
If he's able
Grab
to
the
get
kid.
him.
Okay.
Who's?
As a bear, I'm just gonna try and throw him up on my back.
Pendle?
As you reach through this force field, you're able to just grab a hold and put him on your back. And as that happens, you see this dust kind of falling off of him, and the light from the statues starts to fade. But you see these tentacles, something's coming through on the other side, and it's not one thing, it looks like many.
Yeah, we need to go right now.
I'm gonna
Kill it with
run
fire.
up on Xanadar's back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bear hug
I'm
that
gonna
kid.
get him.
Let's roll, guys.
Okay,
I have little stumpy legs.
I need everybody to roll dexterity saving throws.
Could you pick a different
Ooh, I'm
one?
good at
Actually,
those.
would you please pick one other one? That'd be so sick.
Let's see. What do I have as a bear?
Well,
18.
18.
I am not a dexterity.
15.
I have
15.
advantage on effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Yes, you can do advantage.
Wait, are we still blessed?
Has it been more than a minute since I cast Bless? Yeah, no.
11.
Well, you have advantage if you're still
the
raging.
gods have forsaken
Wait,
you.
I do what?
You have advantage on dex saves on effects you can see if you're still raging.
Am I
Yeah, that's
still
what
raging?
I don't think so, not at this point.
Oh, are we not
Alright.
still reading? Oh, then 9.
9? 8. You've got two people you're carrying.
I am.
Um,
I'm not dexterous.
and so you're doing your best to run, and yet you see these, like all the lights and everything, all the torches that have been lit throughout this entire place immediately go out.
Uh-oh.
You are in complete darkness, but everybody can see, including those who did not have dark vision. But
With
what
our
you're
glowing
seeing,
blue eyes?
dark vision is a black on white
Yeah.
sight. This is not black on white. Everybody's dark vision has now changed.
Wait,
What you're
Has everything
seeing
Dune?
consumed? by this
You know this
tentacle?
spice. Did we just
What's
do a lot
that?
of
We've
drugs?
been consumed in the darkness? Everyone? Or
The lights are just
just
out.
him?
The
All
lights
the
went
lights
out.
just went out. All
Oh.
the
Yeah, the
torches
lights
have
went
gone
out.
out.
I thought something grabbed him.
No.
What's
No.
our
Lights just
vision?
went out.
All the lights, all the torches went out.
Okay.
You are seeing more of an extremely dark purple with black and white. There's 3 colors competing. And everywhere you see this dark purple, you're seeing creatures pop through and trying to crawl out and try to get to you. And there's tons of them. As you guys are running out, my 2 that rolled underneath 10,
Oh, I rolled a 4 also. Sorry.
my 3 who rolled under 10.
Cassidy for you die.
I guess before you die.
You feel these sharp claws reach out and grab a hold of you and trying to pull you back into the darkness. Before they
today,
can, they do
Satan.
slice you. Each of you takes... actually, let's see.
Each of you who has
Everyone-
failed?
All those who failed, who rolled under 10 for the dexterity saving throws, gets 3 points of slashing damage.
I'll smite you right
You
now.
make it out of this room, you make it into the room that you were in before, the one with all the traps.
Oh, motherfuck. I forgot about that.
Everybody roll for intelligence saving throws to see if you can remember where to step.
Well, if I
You
take the
also
path that I went.
Pick a different one.
We can't go
Fly?
right behind this
Absolutely,
one.
you can
Yeah,
fly.
no.
I have
Those-
one more teleport left.
Perception.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be difficult.
Because he can't go on.
Okay.
Not at this point.
I have one more teleporter left.
You can teleport.
I'm
Wait, it's
Misty
straight
Step.
intelligence.
Misty step right past the dad's area where he died.
Hey, 17.
13. So
Well,
you
that-
remembered?
That concludes
17.
my...
You remembered?
14.
my
Remembered? You
You're
flew
on my
away.
way.
I fly, and I'm going to
Teleport.
cast False
12.
Life.
12, you remembered.
I'm
There was a
Magic,
moment
I'm
magic.
Ratatouille and you.
Yeah, who needs dexterity
and a
when you have
spike
magic?
went right next to you.
Can I just since I'm on his back? Can I steer him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, no, no. Ah!
Wait, what level do druids get?
I'm all
flying?
Ratatouille with his ears.
So you make it through this room. They're in the final room right before you get out to the
6 or
hallway.
4?
Everybody dexterity saving throws once again.
Or not. Or
Higher
not.
than now.
So you're joking right now?
Everybody's dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Natural 20. No!
All right, perfect.
Woo!
You can give advantage to one person. So you made it.
Give it to me. Please give it to me.
I'll give it to you.
So much.
Woo!
You rolled higher.
It's not much better.
19.
6.
Rolled higher than
Six.
you?
I got a
I
6.
tried.
It's okay. It's okay. My dex is
14?
a -1.
Save.
It's fine.
19.
Save.
Pendleton.
Oh, he rolled higher than I did, and I'm on his back.
Oh, okay. There's a run. The 2 of you guys are running, and as you're running, this shadow becomes extremely large, and you see this entire arm almost thing. It's got claws, it's got tentacles, it's got a mouth in its palm as it reaches out and grabs a hold of your entire shoulder and is about to throw you back into it.
You're not doing
Before
so
it can
Why
actually
not?
do this, she comes up next to you and smashes it with her sword, or not sword, her axe,
Yeah, bless you.
and chops off the arm as you guys are running.
Ooh.
You only take 4 points of damage as this thing kind of disintegrates in the realm that you're in as you continue to run. You've made it back to the original room that you guys came into. One last time, dexterity saving throws. One more time.
I don't like how you're...
11.
11, 17, good, good. 8,
22.
16, 22.
7.
So did anybody roll the natural 20?
I have a pretty good dexterity.
No natural 20s?
No.
Okay, you stay.
I got a
All right.
22.
You're running through, and as you're running, everybody now sees like areas all throughout where they're trying to get through and trying to break through. You're so concentrating on these visions on the sides, you forget the trap as you're running through it, and you get slashed up the side. You take an additional 4 points of slashing damage. This is normal slashing damage. You kind of pull out a bit of the wood that's still on your side, and you pull it out, and you continue running. What are you at, by the way, with hit points?
23 out of 34.
Okay.
I have the most hit points, so I'm happy it's me taking
There you
all
go.
of it.
As you guys make it out, you see that the portal behind you basically is now turned into like complete and utter chaos. You see many, many, many monsters all running through trying to get to you. They don't look like anything, and they look like everything. And you see them gaining on you as you're running through the tunnels, trying to get out of cracks in the walls. Just as you end up leaving the area, you see these hands reaching out, trying to grab hold of you and pull you back in. But as it reaches the regular air and the sunlight, which is now morning at this point, it disintegrates and it pulls itself back. And you see all the eyes of the things that are staring at you from the darkness on the other side.
And turns around and flips it off as we keep running.
And you continue running down the mountain.
Who has this sending stone?
I think I grabbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's time to call our ship back.
Roger!
I mean, has it even been 4 hours since we left?
Yeah, how long has it been?
You've been in there all night.
We were in there all night.
Oh no! And they've been trashing the ship.
We still have
fixing
Nancy's-
it.
Fixing the ship.
We still have this child that we have to deal with. We could just
No, we're gonna keep this child.
What
just
the
dump the-
fuck?
This is our
Our
child
goal
now.
was to get your child to the grandma. That
then
can be
leave.
dumped on the way as we
No,
leave.
here's
Not our problem. Bye.
I feel like we
little
should
bit
not leave this
concerned
child
about
that was
this
possessed.
kid.
Yeah, right.
I'm
unattended.
more concerned
kill
about
him.
you.
Let's take it with us.
I feel like all the damage
bring
you've
home and
taken
back
may have gone
I
to
feel like
keeping
the
stuff in your
child
blood.
might be like the
She
savior
already
of
has
the
eating
world.
stuff.
Yeah, I feel like
Integral
we're
to
gonna
the
kid.
I
Fuck
think we
his
should just
mom.
kill her.
Nice.
We're just gonna run. She's gonna just be
Hurry, take
standing.
off his blue
She's like,
vest.
do it.
It would.
It really
All
Just
right.
a
What are we
battered,
doing? What are we
beaten,
doing?
shirtless child. Who else could it be?
Are we? It is 10:29.
Yes. We're going to stop here in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
I don't want.
We're gonna take this kid, guys.
This is my child.
I don't want to kidnap a child, but also I don't want to leave this
Sandra
child.
Pendleton.
Are we even gonna tell her?
Is there like
Nope,
a town
we're gonna
official
visualize
or like
her.
someone that we can go to and be like, hey, your town is like got some voodoo crap going on?
Maybe
I
don't.
feel like we
I
should
found
tell-
something weird up there.
Yeah.
Just like, this is
Something
violence.
is going on.
Something's happening up there.
Like,
I think you guys need to deal with that.
not our problem, it onto someone else.
So-
is this island under anybody else's jurisdiction, like a noble? I would assume.
Actually, it's part of your guys' kingdom, but
Yeah.
no one actually ever comes out here.
So I
Someone
think we
actually
should tell
does.
the kingdom officials,
I'm
like,
not
hey, that
loyal
island
to
is
any
Was
of
there
that.
a temple in the city we were originally in?
Mm-mm. There was a tavern. That was about it.
No, in our original
However,
city,
when you
Silvercrest,
get
right?
to the
Yeah.
town,
I'm sure there's a temple in Silvercrest.
most of the people are in the streets, and all of them have bright blue eyes.
Oh,
What
fuck.
the what in the fuck?
We entered a Dark Souls town.
And as they have this head, a lot of them are clutching their heads and they're like complaining of like these headaches.
I'm going to draw my sword.
No. No.
I will also
We're just
cast
gonna
Primal Savagery because I still think the kid is dangerous. I have not been
Oh, yeah.
told otherwise.
The kid is not dangerous, okay?
The
Just
kid is
give me a second
dangerous.
to explain now that we're not immediately going to die. I can explain what happened.
As long as you can explain while we're running, because I'm going down.
We don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to run anymore. I
As
think
my
we're good with the running.
creoles.
Can you just- can everybody just take a damn breath for a second? Take a breath.
That was the one. Pendleton and Kashara, go ahead and roll
Uh-oh.
intelligence.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, I'm not good at that. What is it? Intelligence. Just roll?
Just a regular check.
You asked the fighter and the barbarian to roll intelligence.
7.
7.
14.
Hey.
You're
The
so
words are
smart.
starting to come into line. You're able to start slowly reading them.
As I'm riding a bear and holding a child.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, I assume that you guys stopped at the edge of town before you headed in.
Yeah.
So while you're sitting, you're starting to going through the stuff. You guys are looking at it together, and you start realizing the letters are not swimming as much as they were, and you're able to start picking out letters.
Okay.
You're not able to read it because you're not very good at reading.
Can I read it?
Do you tell them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, this is looking clear now. You want to?
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you. Can't wait.
You
Am I
can
able to
read it.
Read it.
And this is what you read.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid for the Lord though.
In the realm of shadows where secrets lie, a queen sought power that reached the sky. She delved into tomes of ancient lore. She sought gods of old, thirsting for more. One fateful night, a goddess she found, buried in time and silence profound. A goddess and mother, fierce and strong, whispered promises of power long gone.
It's the fucking night
I
song.
think it might be.
From the
the
dawn
night.
of time, this goddess has slept. Her name in whispers that never were kept. With fervor and ambition burning bright, the queen vowed to bring her back to light.
Yep.
She found a bond, a pact, a vow, to free the goddess here and now.
Mm-hmm.
Her daughter as well met the same fate, caught in the web of power and hate. The queen's kingdom flourished, rich and grand, her power grew, spreading through the land. The foolish king, who loved her true, betrayed by her pact, and by his daughter too. But with each passing day, the darkness crept into the queen's land, and in the mines found therein. As the goddess awoke, her power unfurled, the queen's mind began to swirl. Visions of chaos filled her nights, her soul consumed by dark delights. Visions of conquest, of chaos and flame, drove her to madness, and her daughter the same. The queen, once regal, now a specter, her soul consumed by her mind a wreck. Her daughter's heart, once pure and bright, now tainted by her mother's blight. The foolish king, filled with shame, gave up his crown, relinquished his name. To his general he passed the fight to correct his mistake and make things right. The general, burdened with the queen's curse, beseeched the gods, his voice a solemn verse. He asked for aid, for guidance and might, to free the kingdom from eternal night. Two gods of old, enemies in lore, set aside their grudges, their battles no more. For a common cause they joined their might to trap the queen and her blight. One god of light and one god of dark, their union a symbol, a powerful mark. United in purpose, their hatred set aside, they stood as allies, side by side. With the gods' help to gain, a plan was conceived to trap the queen and all she believed. In the mirror's realm, their souls were confined, their power restrained, their influence resigned. The mirror shattered, its shards dispersed, hidden away, their fate reversed. No longer a threat to the mortal plane, their power contained, their evil to wane. Thus ends the tale, the queen's descent, a cautionary tale, a warning scent of dangers of power, of greed and of lust, of the price that is paid in the wrong gods that we trust.
I think it's the night song.
Uh-oh.
I think it's the night song.
What is that?
And as you read this, you realize you're holding one of the pieces
Yeah.
Of the
of
mirror.
the glass, the mirror, that contains something evil therein.
It's the night song. So,
You guys.
And with that, welcome to the Vale of Shadows.
Oh.
I hope you guys enjoyed your first session. Session 1 completed. And now let's see what kind of ruin you have let on the world.
Dang.
So, to answer your question, the night song is kind of rumored to be many, many different things. I know what it actually is, but for the sakes of the story, I'm not going to say what it is. But like the most common belief is that it's a spear that could kill Saloon and Shar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's held by the queen, like this evil queen lady.
Possibly.
Possibly.
That's trapped in this like
we
mirrorverse
are
thing.
speculating.
So the kind of story goes is that Saloon and Shar trapped the night song.
Yeah.
And so that's what's trapped. That's the great evil is the night song.
But that was like the queen and her daughters, right? Or is that?
So that's
I'll be
mystery
posting
stuff.
this whole thing
Thank
into
you.
the
I was gonna
chat,
say because
so
I'm
you
not
can
good
watch
with
it later.
auditory.
I will be analyzing deeply.
Yeah.
There is a lot going on.
Yeah.
And there's lots of things that you will not know. And that's the whole point. You're going to be finding out lots of different things. And until next week, we look forward to what you might be able to come up with next time. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys then.
I'm so scared.
I'm so
Bunny
afraid.
feeding time.
I am.